Yay, the wee chat thing's here. So, hi everyone. Welcome if you're new. I don't usually give the intro, but seeing as I've literally just went live, so I didn't give people much of a chance. But yeah, if you're new, everything I do is clearing and healing energy. So, although I'm using a lot of cards, I'm always holding space for you to heal and empower yourself and prayer. So, it's just really one big prayer circle, but done in a bantery way. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that I see it. A bantery modern way. That's why I'm a modern mystic. So, um, right, so I've just been in the membership and it was actually just me and you know who you are hanging out. So, um, but yeah, I done named some free cards because I was feeling generous. And then, oh, Nathan, so hello, you missed the membership, but you've caught us in the public. So I've done you some cards in the membership, and I'm going to do you and anybody else that wants. So you've got cards to watch thereafter, and you can have free cards here as well. So how are you doing? So it's a beautiful day. What do you mean, like energy wise or weather wise? But I've had quite a nice day too. I've just had quite chilled. Um, and so, guys, I actually have been busy filming videos, but you haven't seen any of them. So you'll have quite a few to if you want to binge watch on my content this weekend, then you've got that there. So, right. So when you arrive, if you like the video, that helps the algorithm and it helps other people that might want a card. So hey, I had to start YouTube as the chat wasn't working. All right. Oh. I just got here anyway, Charlotte. Thank you if you have already liked it. Now, I was actually going to grab some water as well as my tea, because again, I don't know what it is. I've fallen behind with drinking enough water and shit like that, but it's one of these boring things we have to do as a human, isn't it? But anyway, I have got tea here, so. Right, so while I'm giving people a little bit of time to arrive, I'll just do the usual and sort of tell you what I'm feeling. Wait a minute, energy wise, I know, and weather wise, I'm breaking my abundance blocks in two clear. Brilliant, love to hear it. That's actually what I've been picking up for a lot of us. So keep it coming for everyone. Abundance for all. And it doesn't always mean money. Like that's really current actually. That's what I've been talking about in all three of the videos today. A lot of money stuff has come out. And can I just say as well, I think somebody needs this message and I'm taking it on board for me because it is definitely for me. When I was trying to make space to put my mug, because can I just tell you, this has absolutely got to do with the divine detox and declutter that we're doing this week, if you've been doing it along with me. Like, because I'm holding the group intention for us all to clear energy in some area of our life. Um, Basically, my point is that over the weekend, that's what I'll be doing. I have to sort out this desk because it's got to the piles of. It's not shit because it's piles of cards, but piles of cards. Oh, hello, Lexi. Did you get my email? So, um, yes, I'd ask Lexi if she could be on guard if it got a bit crazy around here, but it's normally pretty calm. And I know that you guys are here too, so thank you, Lexi. But don't feel like you need to stay the whole time. But I'm glad you got my email. Uh, of course, you might not have got my email. You might just have intuitively jumped on. But I said, hey, if you're around, come. Oh yeah, I didn't think you did. No, because I just sent it. I just remembered because it was like my guides were just reminding me, like just if you're about kind of thing. Because again, it will get to that point where. It might tonight because I don't usually do that. I think because I've put who doesn't love a freebie? Because I've put free in the title, we might get a whole fucking shitload of folk coming. And again, you're welcome, but I just knew, yes. You wizard in. Your wizard baby tuned in the frequency and anyway, sorry. That's just our banter random. But basically, yeah, get some rest. So I really do feel that, I think the usual. I could be sitting here till 2 in the morning. I really don't like that I just said 2 in the morning because sometimes that means I'm literally going to be here till 2 in the morning. But I don't think so. I'm not going to say a time. I would hazard a guess and say definitely midnight because it's like 10 to 10 where I am right now. But um I would quite like to get off and have a bath. And it's quite funny because last night I'd ran a bath and because the banter around, my bath is like freaking boiling. Um, I was like, oh, that'll still be there, whatever. But it was like, I can push it to an hour, but 2 hours is a bit much. So it wasn't still boiling when I went to it 2 hours, but I still had the bath. Um, but yeah, I'd quite like to have a bath then. But anyway, get some rest. So I feel that's for whoever. I feel that's specifically for divine feminines, to get some rest. But that can be for the masculine and feminine side as well. So speaking of that, before I get chatting to other people as well. Wait a minute, really working on maintenance for self-love and really trying to establish a healthy morning for self-care. Brilliant. Because that is actually what I'm going to be doing this week. So at some point, actually I can just do it here as well. Like, well, I'll not do it tonight, but I just wanted to give some tips for, morning routine and stuff like that. So you just reminded me actually. It's just, yeah, I might actually do something like that tomorrow, but it'll be at some point before we end the week about the mind, basically. Um, because it's just that was the indication of like I think there's quite a few people are at that, and I haven't actually got back into my morning routine. So and it can put you all over the place when you're not got it. So right, so what I feel is what I'm just sort of tuning into is I feel it's here. I'm going to read now I've read this a few times, but I'm going to read the connections card because I did actually just pull that before I went live. So I feel that, but if you saw me read this before, it's got partnership, contract, commitment. I feel there's some really powerful unions coming in. Like, I mean, like, every union is powerful, but what I mean is, I feel this is more than inner union. I feel there are some literal, physical, real life people able to touch the person's hand. Are you real unions coming in? So like so if you are the chosen one, it's not what is it? Toy Story. You know when the claw hand comes to pick up the wee green teddy and it's like, it is me, I have been chosen. That's what it feels like, I think, when somebody gets into a real life physical, like if you are the person that comes into a union, at least fucking tell me and I'll keep it a secret and then I can say to people, somebody got the claw. The claw came down in a good way. So I haven't used that. I think I have used that as an analogy before, but that's what came to me. It's maybe because there's a green diamond on the thing, but there's a lot about green. They made me wear the green nail varnish, and I even, was guided to get a new green nail varnish when I've already got a green nail varnish, which basically it's exactly the same. I'm not even going to kid. It doesn't look like it's the same in the bottle, but there was really no need. But anyway, whatever. It's quite satisfying when you get a new nail varnish anyway, isn't it? It is a little bit different. The other one's like forest green, and this is khaki. But as if you can tell the difference, because my top is forest green and khaki. And I mean, they look the same colour, don't they? So pointless. But yeah, I feel this is to do with the heart opening. Now, I didn't say that on any of the other three videos that I've done, but I'm saying it now. It feels like a heart awakening, heart opening. I'm just feeling very heart opening. I think I said it felt earthy and very Virgo earlier, or healing, or money. Actually, in one of the videos, I said it's money because I do feel there is, there's big, by the way, I've pulled so many cards about wealth today. So your health is your wealth, remember, and health is Virgo season. But I feel if some of you are worried about money, get out of that vibration of worried about money. Anyway, I gave all that, but it's not me, it's God speaks through me, but I did give all that big bantery rant in all the videos today. So just, there's big shit going on, basically, exciting stuff. So, but yeah, but amongst that, I feel a lot of like awakening masculine twins, regardless of gender, like being basically some people are ready to take the next step. And like I've said, if you are a masculine, regardless of gender, and you're like, I'm sitting in the darkest place I've ever been in my life, that is the last thing in my mind. That just you do you, be where you're at and take care of yourself how you need to, kind of thing. But there's some people that I'm feeling that are not in that. But as well as like I feel some people that are, whether you're feeling great or not so great, there's major things about your past life gifts awaken, like of being a seer like what I am, or like major clairvoyance or any of the clairs, and like major decisions being made, and like guides coming in to really cultivate your own talent. So if you're an artist, I feel you've got guides coming in to help you with your art. If you're a sing, because art isn't just like drawing and painting, like that can be like dancing, singing, whatever you consider create, being a creator in this way with videos and shit like that. But it's like, because we've got prophets and ancient seers and talent guides, and I just feel I just pulled these cards really quickly before I went live. But then, do you know the other thing I pulled? 33, Jesus forgiveness, which we love, but it's the phase entanglement, emotional influence, which for me is the gossip card. And I've pulled the gossip card 2 days in a row. I'm just trying to work out if it was on the one that I published or if it's in the one that I filmed last night. But I know that I've pulled it twice in a row, and then I pulled it again tonight, the one I done. Um, and the is channeling and mediumship the same thing, or are they different, Claire? Um, that's a difficult for me. For me, there is a difference and there isn't, if you know what I mean. That's quite a hard one for me to answer. So I'll answer it this way. Not all mediums are channelers. Like, it's, but in a way you could say that they are because this is so funny because, right, I'm going to say it my way, but so it doesn't mean that my way is the highway or anything. I'm just going to say how I understand it. When I use the word mediumship, to me, that is very specific, right? Mediumship to me is when you are talking to passed on loved ones, right? So that's what mediumship is for me. The confusing thing and channeling is basically me personally, which that isn't everyone, and I'm just making that clear. Not everyone could actually handle how online I am all the time, and that's where I've been frustrated over the years with other mediums that don't experience what I do, and they think, oh, you're not closing down and all that pish. It's like, no, I can't close down what I mean, I'm a bridge between heaven and earth. I'm a shaman. I'm just always tapped in, like, whether I've been around like mediums with more experience or shamans with more experience, like the shamans, shamanic people, yeah, they just get it more actually than mediums. But basically, the confusion comes in where other people explain it differently, and some people call just channeling a message and basically being in the stream of consciousness, which is what I'm in 24/7. People sometimes call that mediumship as well. And again, it's one of these things, it's like how people use different words for different things. So that's why that's a loaded question. You always come out with the loaded questions, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean? That's the difference is um it's kind of like as well, like when I've said this about tarot, some people just read tarot cards in the way of they've studied the book cover to cover, or even studied the oracle book cover to cover, and they know what the card means, right? Opposed to saying a different thing every time they pick a different card because they're channeling it. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference. Like some people are reading energy and they're channeling the message in the moment, hopefully from the Holy Spirit, but you got to be careful you're not tapping into demons and shit. That's why you do have to. It's a minefield out there, guys. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? It is difficult. I can pass on the wisdom that I pass on in public, and then like I said, I can talk about things more personally in one-to-ones and stuff, but you have got to tune into your own discernment of, do I like this person's energy? Do I believe they're in a vibration of truth? Like, do I really feel that they're a healer if they're telling me that, all this kind of, and you can go by the indications because, I know for the people that are drawn to me, like for instance, when you say that especially when I really appreciated that actually when people do let me know, you know what I mean? Because I know that from over the years, but it fascinates me, that people are like, God, because some people will be watching this thinking they're imagining it, but they're imagining like, their third eye the middle of their head getting hot if they don't even know that that is the third eye, or that you're feeling energy at the top of your head just through the vibration of my voice. Like you're not imagining it. Like that is my voice is very activating and it's just my energy in general. So and because as well with the divine feminine energy that I hold, it can really kind of like, what I mean? I want to go like this, it's quite intense. Like, and that's why I always do make that joke about like, look, if you're some random on the internet, like, oh, saying it in a bantery way, people, I do love you, but you know what I mean? There could be people that I've actually never met one to one on a Zoom that you think that you know me really well, but we've never even met. Um, if you find it intense, can you imagine what it must be like for, people that know me and everyday like, but specifically like the other half of my soul? Like I do, I'll be lucky if I ever see him again. But yeah, but on that note, yeah, I do feel there's just a lot of stuff going on here. I feel there's a lot of energy coming in for the masculines regardless of gender, and I do feel there's I think people are noticing because there's a lot of gossip. So I've got this feel, I don't think it's just people, it could be like people talking about the feminines or the masculines, but I think if it's not happening already, I think people are going to be noticing that there's a shift in the actual masculines. So I can't feel my face clear. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. That's what that reminded me of. I don't like that song. Your activations are most helpful. Well, I'm very glad to hear it, Nathan. And the thing is, I'm testing this month, Fergus season is, and actually this weekend, again, don't hold me to it, right? But what I kind of want to do, well, they are pulling me the word rest though. What I was kind of going to try to do tomorrow is I you might not have seen it because I hadn't published the one that I filmed last night, but I'm going to try and film a twin flame therapy every I thought you did. I'm going to film a twin flame therapy even tomorrow night and Sunday night, and I don't think I'll like it very much because I like to have a day off. But you mean it's just because I'd kind of like to see how I just kind of like to see how I handle that. And I definitely wouldn't stick to that. But you know what I mean? Because again, I could just power through and I could have filmed a few today so that I don't. But anyway, I'm going to try it. I'm pretty sure already I'm not going to like that. But it's just because basically I either stick to doing a live stream every day, like what I trialed, or I make sure I do one of those big videos because again, I've not published the one last night because it was just I watched it back and it's no more intense than anything else I've put out there, but it was intense. But it's like then the one I've just done before I done here was really intense too. And the point is they're all going to be intense. So the way that I go with it is like, look, I either hold them all back or I just put them all the fuck out, and you just kind keep up with it. The haters can't keep up with it kind of thing. Like, let's, you know what I mean? If people are gossiping, let's give them more to gossip about kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? There's so much that if the people that are said to be negative energy want to keep up with all that shit, then and they aren't anyway, because the views aren't big enough. But this is what I mean, like the views are lying. Like those views aren't real. Because I get told that by other people. And when I ask my guides to tell me that and it's so I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. But anyway, just sort of keeping you in on the housekeeping. Look, I just opened the book at Confusion, Many Choices, Uncertainty. I release doubt and the need for certainty. I'm comfortable making choices and taking action. I believe in myself. Well, there you go. Somebody needed that message. It could be somebody that's 1955 or 55 as well, because I just opened the book at that. You don't need to be these ages, by the way, because that would be some of our older people out there, but it did just jump out at me. So let's just read this connections card. Um, and then I'll get into the free cards. So I'm just going to read this and then I'll get in because, we could sit here for ages. So, partnership, contract, commitment. This card indicates that a personal, professional connection is at hand. This may be a new friendship, romantic love, or a kindred spirit with shared interest or activity. This could also reveal a deepening love in a present relationship, bringing a strong sense of camaraderie and increased intimacy. Let's celebrate me saying camaraderie like it just rolled off the tongue that easily. But anyway, moving on. Alternatively, the partnership here could be more of a business connection, such as a joint venture or a new job. It could even take the form of a contractual commitment. The sale of a property, the resolution of a legal issue is likely to go in your favour at this time. However, this important commitment takes shape. Be open to all the new connections coming your way, including profound new relationships with caring spirits. That's obviously talking about twin flame unions. This card foretells blessings of love, friendship, and shared good fortune expanding in your life. Shared good fortune, that feels like the key thing here. Divine inheritance. Like, I feel there's a lot of abundance coming for twins coming into union specifically. So I know that that's not everyone yet, but who knows? It could be some of you watching it there. But that's what I'm feeling. Hello, how are you doing, Jessie? Jessie, I love you, but don't forget the I in the clear. It's better we just get the awkwardness out the way right now. Man, I keep hearing about legal stuff everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that could like. We'll put it this way, right? Before I get the free cut, like basically, right now, let me know. You can tell it's a Leo moon because I'm just really jolly, and I've even got the big hair. Like Leo placements, I've got big hair, and I put in my curler. It's really fallen. But I'm telling you, it was like when me and my best pal went out, she was like, "God, you look like a 50s sex siren or something." I was like, "Yeah, digging it." But do you know what I mean? It was kind of like, I've said digging it again. Where did I get that from? I can't even blame anyone. But it was like, yeah, it's quite nice because it changes my part a little bit. But I've had them like 20 years or something. But it's quite good. My hair was greasy, so I just decided to do it. It's always when you're doing fuck all, isn't it? But I wouldn't call this fuck all, guys. I just got all dressed up for my date with you for the free cards. So there we go. But I didn't really. I've got my jammy bottoms on and away we go. And I did put curlers in my hair. So, but Leo moons are always entertaining. And actually, Jessie, thank you for reintroducing, thank you for using the right correct spelling. It's like I'm joking, but I'm not joking. And yeah, Jessie's a Leo moon, aren't you? So yeah, we are going to do the free cards if you're live. So basically, let me know now, and then I'll work through your names because there's not too many people. If there's a big fucking flood of people, then I might have to, you know. Moxon says hi. He's asking some wild questions right now. Being a wizard, what's he asking? Or is it so wild you can't even tell us? But hello, Moxon. Hello, special hello to Moxon. Um, right. So, yeah. So first of all, just let me know if you're open to it. Wait a minute. Did I read the? Did I read? Uh, Wonderful connections abound in the universe. I am attracting all types of happy and beneficial relationships to me now. So if you don't feel like that, start saying that to yourself. And also, if you want to laugh, I was just showing Charlotte in the membership how fucking massive these. Oh, wait a minute. Everything's fallen. I think the chaotic state of this desk is about power moments. Because, like, at some point during this, it would be unusual if something doesn't fall, right? Because I'm like, yeah, I'm balancing loads of towers of cards here, so it feels very symbolic. But look at this. If we thought those Mary Magdalene cards were big, right? And also that's on the bottom, be on your guard. There's something about there's definitely like, look, protect your energy, right? Or, like I would say, cover yourself in prayer, cover your union and pray, pray for your twin because there's stuff going on. Like, even if it's not you, there are things going on because that card means that, like, be vigilant, be on the lookout. I'm being very serious, aren't I? And then look, partnership on the bottom of there too, but like, look at those fucking, look at how big they are. Now I've got the knockoff deck of this too. I said this in another video, but I've got the knockoff deck of this, which by the way, I thought I was buying the genuine. Oh, you can't even see. I thought it was great for a thumbnail, but I thought I was buying the genuine deck when I bought these. Look, it's so big, it's not even in the shot. But if I got the knockoff deck, it'd be quite funny to show you. But they're massive, massive. They're really nice cards. I don't know where the wee mini deck is, but he's asking where your kids are. Well, fucking hell, Christ! I mean. You and me both, you know what I mean? I didn't think to be fucking hell, boxing. These are, I can see what you mean by wild questions. I'm now regretting that. Anyway, moving on. I'm missing a few vital ingredients for that. Oh my god, my face has went fucking bright red. Right, anyway. Mox, maybe just keep your wild questions to fucking private set. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's too funny. So, what? And I mean, where's he going with kids as well? Fucking hell, I'd be lucky to have one. Jesus Christ, does he know I'm 40? That's hilarious. Sorry. I know people out there, like, people have kids way past 40, but like, think we've went way. I mean, but yeah, anyway, let's just move on. That's anyway. Right, so, oh, hilarious. You can tell he's a triple Leo. That is a triple Leo, because he's not a double Leo, is he? He's a triple Leo. Holy. He said you have he said you have a boy. I said, what? Good Lord. You sure it's no you he's talking? Anyway, I actually oh wait a minute though. Past life stuff. I actually have got a boy. Oh, this is confusing, but I've been told that, and they just pulled me the word mediumship. When I've been to other mediums, one I mean, I don't know that I should really say this, but I'm going to say fucking hell. I mean, really, does it make any difference? I was told by a medium like years ago, like that there's a child from a past life that I have with my twin flame from a past life. that is, and the med I remember because the medium said he's actually really annoying, and I said, well, he obviously takes after like well, not me. I'm only joking. But no, like seriously, I'm not making that up. That was said to me once, but because it's kind of like, well, it's let's face it, it's the messages I give. I didn't really know what to think about it because that was like, let's try to think how long ago that was. That was like 12 years ago or something. But yeah, so actually, you know what I mean? I already knew I was a twin flame, but yeah, it's so maybe that's, who knows? Fucking who knows? But interesting anyway, right? So, we're always open for the psychic children to be given their input. Uh, right, so, um, many people forget my I in Jessie. I never misspelled your name before. You saw it before I could get. Yeah, I thought so. I know, but oh my God, but look how meaningful that is. I caught it before you corrected it because I didn't think you'd ever spell it without the I before. But that means something for everyone else. Like, look how on it I am. I don't miss a trick. It's a bit shit for other people, isn't it? But it's like I spot every little fucking thing. No wonder people are scared of me. Right, so um I don't miss a trick, guys. But it's because I've got 6 retrograde, which is rare. And Scorpio rising conjunct the Pluto, searing vision. I didn't call myself this for no reason. Right. And on top of that, my Aries sits in the house of Virgo, which is being, very discerning and noticing everyday little detail, noticing the details. So if you wanted a bit of the astrology behind that. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. So we've got the new moon in Virgo early next week, right? We've also got Pluto going back into Capricorn until the 19th of, if I've got some of these mixed up, well, fuck it, do you know what I mean? But I don't think I have. The Pluto going back into Capricorn, like basically, that's around, it's Tuesday or Wednesday or something as well, and until 19th November. And then it goes back to Aquarius, right? So it does mean it's going to get pretty dark. The systems above is, but yeah, the top down controller, all that basically, the dark stuff's going to get pretty dark, and then so just yeah, so we'll all be in it together. We'll all Aquarius it up, even though Pluto won't be in Aquarius, and we'll just pull through until it moves back, because Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth transformation, and it's like another bit of big darkness coming in before the light. But again, it is, I don't anyway, we're not going to go into the doom and gloom too much, but we are in for an interesting sort of few years of rough energy. But it's in amongst that a lot of brightness and community and little communities breaking off and helping one another, all that kind of la di da. I'm just if you want the love and light messages, you better go to another channel. I'm going to give you the balanced yin yang perspective on it. Do you know what I mean? Um, but they're pulling me at the gold pineapple, so there are going to be a lot of unions in amongst us. So it depends. Really, that's where you got to find your own calm within, amongst all the storms. When you find that peace within, even all the chaos going on around you, you'll be able to handle it better than most. And if you resonate with that, you'll probably want to be the people like me that is here to be a pillar of strength for others when they're freaking the fuck out, because that time is coming if you've not already got that around you. That might be some of you watching, to be honest. But it will be some of you watching. Also, somebody could be really connected to tigers like me, because I'm being drawn to all the tiger things. I'm not really getting pulled to all the wolves, but because I'm being drawn to the tiger up there, and I just got a doobie cover with tigers. I fucking love it. It's pink with tigers on it. I love it. And it was hilarious because my mum, I gave my mum, long story short, I gave my mum this book to read because the print was too tiny, and I was like, I just can't be bothered, right? And so basically, but whatever, in this book it was saying something about, like, the plastics that are in foods and shit like that. And long story short, polyester isn't good, and this duvet covers polyester. I was like, look, mum, sometimes you just have to, like, loads of clothes are made of polyester, and, like, what I mean, I try my best and all that kind of. I was like, it's pretty. But anyway, she was laughing at me. But yeah, there's tigers on it, so there's something really significant about tigers. So to me, that is my feminine energy, but whatever that means for anyone else. So Um, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, so the first one was Uranus goes retrograde in Taurus on Sunday. So I'm really feeling that. Like that's about to shake shit up with your finances. I hope it's in a good way. I feel for many it is if you're due good karma. For other people, it might not be in not such a good way, and it could be part of people's spiritual awakening. So just be ready. It's quite unpredictable. You know, Taurus is about money, your home, your finances, your values. So I think there could be quite a big shake up in people's way what they value. So something you once valued, you might not value anymore. So if you were like all about chasing the coin and the success ruthlessly, you might suddenly have a bolt of lightning and you're like, oh my God, all that matters to me is true love. You know what I mean? I need to go find my true love. It's 11:11. It's time to go. I'm saying this in a jokey way, but it's like it's time. It's time this card stuck in that box, but that has could have meaning as well. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. That's a message because it just sort of came through. So anyway, that's the astrology that springs to mind. It's pretty intense. And then on top of that, the full moon in Pisces eclipse is coming in, pulling in right before the equinox. It's shit's kicking off, guys. You're about to see that astrology is very real. If you didn't believe in astrology, but that's not really many people watching this, but the people lurking, I'm just telling you, because as well, it's like I said in one of the videos earlier, I'm sure it's not a newsflash to you, but we're about to see the whole bullshit of like oh no, like it's it's spreading like wildfire and it's gonna, do you know what I'm saying? It's a new moon in Virgo is about your health. So the best time to freak people out about illnesses is a new moon or a full moon in Virgo. It's coming. Trust me. I'm not the only one saying it. It's coming through. It's you can tell by astrology, but I can also feel it. It's annoying because it's just like I wonder who's going to fall for it this time. That's what I'm kind of. But anyway, I'll just keep doing my thing like I've been doing. But um, you keep doing your thing too. But just be aware. You'll see what I mean. I've already seen signs of things like that trickling in. Anyway, let's do the free cards. So I'm just going to catch up with these comments. So if you're new, you'll see when it comes through really quickly like that. It's just I have to get it all out. But everyone knows that. So my daughter won on a claw machine on Wednesday. She was so pleased. Oh my God. I mean, you would be. That's like the impossible dream. That was an early birthday present for her, wasn't it? Fucking hell. Was it indecent? Um, right, so can't feel that is, I mean, Nathan, isn't that hilarious that if that happens to other people, people can get that for free on here, and you're saying you can't feel your face when you're listening to me? I mean, fuck no, that's what quite an advert. Come and join our channel. You won't be able to feel your face. Oh my God. I doubt it affects everyone the same way, but that's pretty funny. Right. And we're not going to read out the fucking wild things that Moxon's saying. God's sake, he's on. Sorry. Oh my God, I hope Moxon's still not listening. I did not just swear. Um, oh, um, yes, sun, moon, and rising. Yes, I know. I was only joking. I know fine well he's a triple Leo. That's why I call him a wizard. Right. One of our favourite animals. I was just drawing one the other day. Oh my God, I done that earlier too. I said something to, what was it? I just pulled Charlotte a card and it had a duck on it. And then apparently there's a film about a duck that Charlotte was thinking about seeing. So tomorrow, I think. Um, I call my twin flame my tiger. Oh my God, well there you go then. See how it's like meaning different things to different people. Love it. It better be a good shake up after everything we just went through for 2 months. Yeah. Um, yeah, I know. But no, but the thing is, think about it. It could have been worse. Like, at least you know that, like, that, at least whatever that's sort of bringing about will come to an end. But yeah, I don't know. And I'm more, I know that's a monumental big deal. But it's kind of like, I'm more feeling, because, right, just so that you know this, right, it's like Pluto and Capricorn was there for like something like it was something like don't quote me this, but it was like 200 years or something like that, right? So it's like we're going back into that only for that period of time, and then it comes out, and that's Then we are in the age of Aquarius. Do you know what I mean? And that is like, so people like me, people that have been here preaching to people that are going to listen, but, awakening, ascension, new earth, saying things that people are fucking gossiping about me, they're calling me fucking crazy and that. Some, soon some of those people will actually start realizing, oh my God, that's actually real. And like, even with things about past lives and stuff, people will start realizing that shit, that's real as well. And that's why I think those cards came out there about talent guides and seers and prophets. You could have people that were really skeptical. Like that could even be like people's divine masculines being like, oh my God, wait a minute. I've always seen them as like little bit. Now I'm actually experiencing that. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite big stuff. Not just twin flames. It's like a lot of people, and it does mean that people that have been doing it a long time. It's not just me, but I have been doing this a long time. It's like people like me. So anyone that's been doing that could actually start getting the recognition that they deserve for basically being able to help people with things from the future. That's what Aquarius is about because Saturn is work and Aquarius is galactic. It's the future. It's community. It's detachment too, but it's all things to do with the internet as well. So it's like we've already seen it because Saturn is still right now. It is still. Wait a minute, I'm talking about. Oh, wait a minute, I need to look at astrology because I've like went on talking about Saturn and Saturn's in Pisces. So it's Pluto, but it's because to me, Pluto is death and rebirth. And so wait a minute, I'll look. That's when I get to in it. Yeah, sorry, Saturn's in Pisces. So Saturn and that, but you see, stay with me with this. This is what I mean by even when I get it wrong, I can still tap into why it's coming through like that. Saturn is work, right? That Saturn rules Capricorn but Saturn is in Pisces just now, and Pisces is the mystical, magical, psychics, anything mystical, and Saturn is work, and it's in Pisces. So that's why you're seeing a rise in people being interested in like I've had men my age like wanting readings and shit like that, and it's because people are interested in this stuff. You know what I mean? And other people out there are twin flames. It's not just like it's a real thing. And it's really happening to men and women of all ages. Like I usually have a lot of older clients of both sexes, anyway, and younger, as you know. So that's to do with the Saturn, but it's Pluto, just to be, that's the shadow still affecting me. It's Pluto that is 0 degrees Aquarius right now is death and birth and transformation, but that is also bringing in this futuristic jobs and that's why I say I'm very good to help you with new earth businesses, or if you want to become an entrepreneur if you're with your talents and with that other card. This has all came out in other videos I've done today too. Um, but when it shifts back into Capricorn, I think people could feel a bit of a heaviness, like it's like you're I don't want to say this, but I just heard like your dreams being taken away a little bit. So don't believe it because I think it might be an illusion. It might be the ego because I'm not going to go too deep into this because it actually came out in the video earlier, so it's just repeating myself. But there's basically a lot of whatever it is, there's a lot of worry around. There's a lot of I'm tapping into. It feels like I'm tapping into the New Earth split, right? There's a lot of I've tapped into a frequency of Five of Pentacles and worrying about money and stressing and freaking out. And then I also tapped into like huge wealth, abundance, big money coming to people. So that I think the big money is coming to people that get it and they're having a huge paradigm shift. And the lack is coming to people that are still in ego and chasing things that will probably are basically attached to the devil. Do you know what I mean? So if you're worshipping money and greedy about it and stepping on people's toes and basically going to the shadow side of Capricorn, you're going to feel it. And I think that's why when I was saying that there, I started saying Saturn because do you know what I mean? Like Saturn rules Capricorn. And actually that came out. I used my astro dice earlier, which I never use. I've had them for years, and it's like loads of other people use these. But it's just so I'll ask here, you'll now have saw me say this 3 times, but I'm gonna say it live. Do people want me to use them in the videos, either live or on the videos? Because I find it kind of dull. Like I find it kind of boring, do you know what I mean? But it's not about me. So if you want me to use them, except oh yeah, they're here, then I will use them. Because I think when I'm talking about it, it'd be quite funny if I roll it and some of the placements come out. But I had a problem identifying what the planet was. I was like, it's let's see. Tell us something, whether it's got anything to do with what I'm talking about or somebody's placements. Right, so that is Pluto. No, wait a minute. Is it Uranus? This is what I mean. I should, yeah, it's Uranus, right? So, oh, wait a minute, yeah, Uranus in Libra. So no, we got Uranus. So we'll take that. We got Uranus. That's hilarious. But Uranus is the planet that's shifting on Sunday. The planet of shock, unpredictable, shock awakening. It reminds me of the emotions card that I pulled the other day where the guy was like, has got surprised, that's shock awakenings. Um, but yeah, somebody might have Uranus and Libra that's watching. Oh, that's quite interesting actually. Again, see what I mean? You just have to trust me because I could be making this shit up. But if I was really going to make it up, I'd be like, oh my God, it landed in Uranus and Taurus. But it didn't. We've got Uranus in Libra. But what's interesting is it did land on the seventh house, and guess what? The seventh house is Libra, so I do quite like that. And what is the seventh house? The seventh house is spiritual marriage. It's literal marriage. It's a spiritual marriage when it comes to twin flames, and it's union. It's partnership. And what did the card say? It said partnership. So there you go. They will work with me with it. If we want to use them, we can. So I'll use them if you want me to. What's Lexi saying? Tonight would be good night for money. Yes, okay. You want me to use the dice? That's fine. I'll use it. I'll use it. I'm not saying I'm going to use it on every video, but I was feeling kind of called to use it because it's just because it's like, you know what I mean? I don't want it to make people think that it's not theirs. If that it could still be theirs. Because look, these are something I want to incorporate too, but they're a bit noisy. I don't know. Oh, you won't be able to hear the noise on the Zoom, but to me, it's crystals. So watch this, right? I'm going to do something different, right? So wait a minute, have I caught up with all these? I bet, yeah, I read that. Oh my God, you're going to make me sweat wondering what's going to happen. No, don't, Lexi, don't start freaking out and worrying. I'll have a look at where it's happening for you. And that's actually quite thingy that you said that because I was on the phone to somebody earlier today, and it was quite funny because it's another a woman that's like me. And before I got off the phone, she was like, she just said to me, "Don't worry." And she didn't know why she was saying it, but she said, "Don't worry." And I said, "Well, you think, well, fucking hell, take your pick, what is it about?" Because you know what I mean? Like, it might seem like I don't ever worry about things, but that's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not worrying about something else, but my mum said when I was a born worrier. I was just always worrying about people. I was just a born little healer caring about people. But I do worry way less than what I ever did um ever. Do you mean? But I still do worry about things. So it was quite interesting because I was like, I knew exactly what it was about. But then later on, I thought, well, actually, that could be about that too. But the point is what I ended up saying in the video today is you can, and I think I said it yesterday too, like there's no point in worrying about things that you're going to create more stress for yourself. Like just worry about something when it actually happens, like don't prepare for something that you might have actually made things 10 times worse for you. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of these crystals and whatever star sign it is, if one of you's, oh my God, I'm going to, no, that might be too complicated. I'm going to pick this, whatever it is, that's who gets the card first. Scorpio. I don't think we've not got any Scorpios here right now, have we? That didn't work. Right, I'll pick another one. I'd push it to moon, but I don't think we've got any Scorpio moons, right? If we have a Scorpio sun or moon, speak now or forever hold your peace. Or Sagittarius. Wait a minute, we've got a Sag rising. Charlotte's Sag rising. I don't know, is it reaching now if we go for It's like fucking bingo, isn't it? Let's do Charlotte, fuck it, let's do it. I mean, see what I mean? That's a bit shit. Did you like that? Will I do it with the stones? I mean, I'll do it. If you don't think it's shit, I'll do it. But I mean, it's just, I just want to be different though, because quite a lot of people use those astro dice. And it's like, I'm thinking, shit, I've had them about 5 years and I think I've used them once in a video. um, anyway, so, um, But yeah, trust me, you're going to feel that, And also, because it's that the demon star algal, which is about is things to do with like the head and stuff, and I think it could be like people biting your head off. So, just be careful wherever that Taurus is in your chart. Look out for it. I'd be interested if people have experiences like that because I just knocked the fucking cards on the floor. I'm going to crack up, man. But you see what I mean? That is under pressure. That is symbolic of fucking stuck in the wall and everything. Jeez. Oh my god. That just fell on my bastard head. Anyway, so sorry, swearing a bit too much here. Look at the one that fell in the wall. The gossip card, phase entanglement. That just fell, that got stuck in the wall. Fly on the wall. I wish I could be a fly on the wall. That's about people spying on unions energetically or literally. Like, I picked up on that and the one that I thought it was like, people are, it came out all the cards that were like, all up in your shit. I'm only joking. It says something like inside scoop, nosy about it's right. Anyway, that's what I feel that means. Oh fuck it, let's just go for it, guys. Before no, wait a minute, I won't. I'll get to into it. I was gonna say let's use it. Let's. I'll do collective after because this will take forever. Let's just do Charlotte's card. I need to calm the fuck down. I don't know what this energy is. I think right. We don't need to, but because we're in the we're doing the mental body, if you're you don't need to be watching all the videos because it's like different people's readings each day. But like I said, you can get something from it, but you can get something from them every day. I thought maybe it might be good to do the past life cards because it's got things about karmic lessons, because we only just came out of the the spiritual week. It's always a spiritual week around here, but I don't even like the word spiritual. But um, yeah, the past life cards basically, especially with Wizard's input here, seeing as he seems to be picking up on my past lives. um, yeah. So anyway, I think let's use these cards because then I won't be here all day, and I can just basically pull each of you one of these. So will we go with that? Executive decision. Right. So what have we got for Charlotte? So like I've said, I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do it like everybody that's here right now, you'll get a card, but I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'll do that bingo thing to be honest, but right. What have we got for what have we got? And do you know what I'm doing? I'm chucking one of those lighters over there because that'll annoy me if I can't find it for later. For my candles. I don't smoke, just in case you're wondering. I like a wee tea light on when I'm watching the telly. So um what have we got for Charlotte? What is a past life influence that would be helpful for her to hear about at this time? And just bear in mind that this is Charlotte's card, but this could make sense for anybody watching. So success, well, that's what we like to hear. Personal or professional achievement, and it's number 42. So I'll try and not do my usual and not be like, there you go, and I take it. I'm like so quick with that. So yes, I'll give you a good look at the card. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hey, that's quite funny, the wording. I'll give you a good look at the card, and he's having quite a good wee deacon that whatever it is, isn't he? He's having a good old look through that telescope. Let's hope he's not a peeping Tom. It's, he's looking at the constellations. I've actually got a deck about constellations. I haven't even opened them yet, but anyway, so moving on. 42. That's quite, it's true, isn't it? I wonder what he's looking at. Oh dear. Right, so personal or professional achievement. This card indicates past lives of great achievement. I don't, oh, wait a minute. That's so funny. I'm going like, oh, past lives, but it is the past life energy. Moving on. It's not that weird. That's when you take it too far. That's when my practical side can be like, come on, you've got to kind of tone it down. What's your husband's name? Success. I doubt that's your husband's name from what you've said before. What what did this? Oh, oh, I said peeping Tom. Oh God, that's oh my God, fuck. Shit in hell. Right, okay. Some of the videos I've done today, that okay. Right. Synchronicities galore. This card indicates past lives of great achievement. You may have been a scientist responsible for monumental discovery, or perhaps an artist whose paintings, sculptures were in great demand. Can I just say, yeah, I got that. That's crazy. So I've been doing that all day. I said this in the last video, right? In fact, I don't even think I spat it out. But in the twin flame therapy, because basically I've done 3 videos today, right? So, like I said, you might not end up seeing them till tomorrow, but I think I'll put them all out. But in that last one, I did say that, I'm noticing a heightened energy in my gifts, and that's a bit freaky because oh, hello TT, you've not spoke for a while. And of course your twin flame is Tommy. So does that mean that when I've made reference to Tommy and Molly, the reality couple that might have had reference for you as well. Well, I hope not, because he's been a bad boy. But yeah, like basically, if my gifts are cranking up, this is going to be pretty entertaining because I've been pretty tapped in for quite a while now. So that's, I mean, but it is. I've done that's been like those of you that have watched me the best part of the whole, nearly 10 years that I've been on here. I know it's 9, but I just like saying nearly 10 years, it sounds better. Um, you know what I mean? It's constant. The synchronicity is constant. Like I always say, synchronicity and serendipity follow me everywhere. And it was quite funny because my dad actually, bad, honestly. Sorry, I've just interrupted your message, Charlotte, but I have to tell you this because it was really funny. And again, my dad will love this if he does lurk here, like I suspect he does, because basically yesterday he made a joke about the word serendipity to me because I don't know, I said something and then he used it in a sentence and I was like, wait a minute, what are the likeliness that he's going to have heard that somewhere else other than me? Anyway, but he could have remembered me saying it from Facebook, but or just daily life, but I don't know. But what was making me laugh was there was something we were talking about and I was like, oh, actually that would work out really well because and it was something about the 12th house, right? So I was saying something like, oh, the sun in the 12th house. And he was like, oh, this is like, when it's one of these things where you just find your, wait a minute, Charlotte, oh, that's nice. I think because I'm talking about my dad right now, that's your dad's way of coming in. So I'll feel in a wee bit more to that because I'll tell this story, but that's really lovely. Um, but it was just pretty hilarious because it's like other people might not find my dad funny, but I think they do. But it's like it's one of the things where I'm like a wee girl, like I find him fucking hilarious. And he was like, but it was funny because he was like, you had to be there. He was kind of like he was like, well, I was just saying that, like dead saying it dead seriously, but he's taking the piss. He was like, well, I was just saying that last night, Rona, wasn't I? That that'll work out really well because the sun is in my 12th house. Like, and then you kind of was like, am I getting it right? I was like, and I was just looking at him like, fuck you. Do you know what I mean? But it's quite funny. It's like, but although he was taking the piss, and you had to be there, he wasn't doing it a horrible way. It was actually really funny. Like all jokes aside, there's an element of truth in that because remember I said before, like when I was saying to my dad to be careful when you're not going to believe this. That's actually really freaky. The dice right now is on 12th house Libra, and that actually was what I was talking about, the 12th house in Libra, so that's actually kind of nuts. Anyway, but like the chances of that happening is pretty nuts because there's 12 houses to put you in the picture there. But basically, yeah, when there was a transit going on for my dad, I was like, oh, just you've got to rest more and take care of your health more because this is when you can be extra exhausted. Get some rest. And I don't think I spat that out earlier too, but just take that on board because I feel that's for me after I finish this. Like I'm going to be knackered, but I'm always knackered when I do this, and then I recharge the next day. But it's just I really do feel take that on board, get some rest. But anyway, I just want to share that because it was quite funny. It was like he's saying that like like oh yeah, like I was just saying that last night actually that would work out well because that's in my 12 because he doesn't have a fucking clue about it. Like he'll listen to me when I give the advice, but he doesn't know about astrology. Anyway, you had to be there. It was funny. Right, so I want to get, because I do feel that was your dad's way of getting my attention, which was quite clever. I do, before I read that success card, but before I even know what it says, I do feel that this is your dad saying he is helping you right now with things that are going on in your life. And I'm going to pull a Archangel Raphael healing card. Seeing as I'm wearing all this green, what is it you want to say, Charlotte's dad? Do more research. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly, gently leading me to information that I need to know for my well-being. Please give me the courage to be assertive as I take charge of my healthcare needs. So, Charlotte, that's either going to be for something around your health or somebody close to you. And just know that your dad is helping you to something about research around what is going to help you or people around you at this time. That, by the way, can I just say that could even be with what I said to you in the live, if you know what I mean. Like, I think you'll know what I mean by that. Like, so, dear Archangel Raphael, I ask that you now, do you like coffee? Because look at this, dear Archangel Raphael, sorry, I'm laughing. It's like, imagine I was like, I sense that you like coffee. Now that would be quite a general psychic reading, Nathan, for when you were asking me about, I sense you might like coffee. But no. Um, I ask that you cut my cords to my attachment to caffeine so that I may honor my body's natural energy rhythms without chemicals. So if it's not literally caffeine, because it's not just coffee, is it? Caffeine's in quite a few things. There could be something there that your dad's really coming in there with about just eliminating something that maybe isn't the best for you right now or something. I don't know. So, right. So now we'll read the rest of this. So, um, yeah, there's loads of things been coming through about art though today, big time. However you deem art to be. You may have even discovered new lands or important trade routes to exotic destinations, but this card is not just about the past. It brings news about the projects you're presently working on. The fact is that those joyous, fulfilling experiences are on your karmic path even now. So if there's something you want to achieve, focus fully on that project. And if you receive some inspiration about a direction or a goal that's entirely new to you, don't dismiss it too easily. That simple idea could lead to significant success. This encouragement is not limited to professional pursuits, it refers to personal goals as well. If you've had a hard time losing weight or giving up smoking, oh my God, I didn't even know that I was going to say that. And actually, do you know what's quite interesting? Thoughts for Food is on top of that deck. And look how big that deck is. And that came out, that's sitting there because that came out today, another one. So I think this is for all of us because this is happening for me as well. And also, oh my God, I thought that was weird. When I made a joke about putting the lighter over there for the candle, I thought that was really weird that I was like, oh, I don't smoke. Oh my God, that's weird. That feels like it's bringing in messages for others as well, Charlotte. Now is the time to pour your energy into those intentions. Perhaps you've been wanting to paint the house or plant a flower and herb garden. Those projects and some other major behavioural shifts can be the source of profoundly gratifying personal achievement. And this card is telling you that now you have the power to make all kinds of successes happen in your life. Now, again, I feel that has got to do with Uranus going retrograde in Taurus, wherever that is in your chart. And oh my God, I'm not about to try and work that out, but my brain is already going there. Um, no, I don't. I think you know, you do that thing in maths when somebody asks you the answer and you're freezing. I'm kind of thinking because I'm thinking, is your Mercury not in Aries? Is maybe Taurus your fourth house? Maybe Taurus is your fourth house or your fifth house? I'm just taking a stab in the dark here because I seem to remember you. No, but wait a minute. That doesn't even make sense because it doesn't mean that it would necessarily. I feel like it's like I could just look at your chart actually. I could just look at your chart, but I just like to do this. But wherever it is, I feel your values might be changing in that area. Lexi, do you want me to pull you a card that you can catch on replay? Or if you got to do some yard work, yeah, let me know before. Um, Oh, look, you don't drink I don't drink coffee, but he did, and I can take what that's about. Oh, well, there you go. As long as you know. He smoked. He even got told off by the hospital. Oh, there you go. Oh my God, that's like, see what I mean about I kind of love that. Oh, there you go. So you oh look, I was right. You are fifth house Taurus. Well, what that means is that makes perfect sense. This is why I love astrology, and I love that I just do it in the random way that I do it because it might take a while to get there, but you see, it's because it's like mediumship's like that too. It's not an exact science. You've got to feel into it, and that's how I do my astrology too. It's like, um, basically, that's that's definitely what was happening there. He is talking through me, and I wasn't even getting that. But as long as it makes sense to you, that blows my mind because I had no idea what all of that is about. But it makes sense to you. That is magical. But you see them, but I'm teaching people out there that are interested in mediumship. You see the level of trust you have to have. But as long as that's making sense to you, that makes perfect sense because I'm like, why the hell am I saying that about the lighter? But that was all your dad. That's amazing. Um, like, I mean, it's amazing of your dad, to because I didn't pick up on it, to be fair, so that's hilarious. I kind of did and I kind of didn't because I did say I felt your dad, but it's like, um, and also I was talking about hospitals at some point today too, so there's even that in it, but I wouldn't go at that. So yeah, anyway, the fifth house is Leo energy, which is about creativity, art, everything. I was just saying, you'll see when if you decide to watch the videos from today, you'll see that those themes have come up loads, along with that talent guides card coming out there as well. Um, it means that in the area of fun and playful energy and creative energy, Uranus is definitely going to shake stuff up for you, but I feel it's in a good way. So I feel it might shake some of the stuff up some of the stuff that you value, I think might change. You might sort of value a different way of working or a different area of interest or yeah, or you might decide to follow some sort of hope. But I think I know what this is about. I think this might tie into when I've given you messages before about actually you integrating your love of music into more of your work. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hold on to it. It could be a bit of a future message, but let's see what the rest of this says. Um, Such projects and other major behavioural shifts can be the source of profound, gratifying personal achievement, and this card is telling you that now you have the power to make all kinds of successes happen in your life. You have the history of great achievement in your subtle memory. You have the strength and divine direction to guide you now. The outcomes you desire are achievable if you turn to your own eternal wisdom and rely on the power of your soul. This feels like an overall divine masculine message because I picked that up earlier today as well, and I feel that's why that talent guide came out too. I keep saying it, but they keep saying it to me. Even if you've been blocked from achieving your desires in the past, you can release those karmic obstacles and clear the road ahead for accomplishments you seek. So stop playing it small and let yourself dig in. See it through and achieve, Charlotte. How funny is this? Fuck it, let's go. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's funny because I was like humming and hawing about something in the membership, and then Charlotte said to me, fuck it, let's go. That's the thing that's funny. Sometimes the things I say, people will say their own stuff back to me and it helps. So I'm throwing it back at you, sister. I release old karmic blocks. I am strong and determined, capable of achieving great things in my life and in the world. Fuck yeah, we love that. Everyone take it. Right, so but like I said, success, I'm telling you, success and abundance for all, whatever that means to you, happy times. Because especially if you've worked hard and you deserve it. Boom, drop the mic. Oh God. And I don't even know whose cards was next. So this is just a message for someone about loss of power or control and communication of all kinds. I feel this is somebody stepping forward for you, or you are this person. This person stepping forward after realizing that they were given too much of their power away, and this person will be communicating that they now see that. So however that makes it, yeah, and there was and so it could have been unfortunately someone could have been given their power away or lost control over their life to an addiction. Reactive behaviors reclaiming your power. So that's definitely somebody that's had a soul retrieval, either, from a shaman in person or online or through the channel. And it could have been me, or it could have been another shaman, or, but somebody's taking their power back over an addiction. So well done, whoever's all done that out there, because that's probably quite a few people based on conversations I have and sessions and stuff. So Right, now we need to work out who's next. This might not work out. If this is who's next? Tell us. Magic dice. Virgo. Now, wait a minute. I think Nathan. Wait a minute. This is where. Yeah, I think Nathan, you're Capricorn. Oh, I remembered the last time, but I'm having a blank. Are you not Virgo Moon or Virgo Rising? No, Libra's somewhere in that mix. Does Virgo not come in it somewhere for you? I'm having a total mind blank. Even if it doesn't, we'll just do Nathan next because Nathan arrived first. Fair's fair. I'm not doing it that way anyway, but that's just I've not got the patience. I've got patience for things that other people haven't got patience for, but that's like just taking ages. I'm not fucking this chat's slow enough. Do you know what I mean? Right, so what have we got? Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I got it. And it's like going to that always happens. That must mean something. Or it's like the last time I got it bang on right with what I said, but then I was doubting it, and it was whatever I said was right. But I feel like it's. But Nathan, where are you? So wherever Nathan, this is your card. Archangel Phanuel, optimism and hope. So let's see. Career history, job and work patterns is on the back. So let's just read 39. I can't stop singing that song. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. And like, you know what I mean? Because that sounds like it sounds like drugs. Right, so optimism and hope. This wonderful angel brings the promise of new beginnings for you. This may be something you've been hoping for, like a job promotion or a baby. Oh God, there's a lot about babies tonight, isn't there? Be careful, people out there, if you don't want babies. Or it could be something that arises completely out of the blue. Oh, especially. Um, like unexpected financial gain. Oh my God, that's what I've been saying with Uranus and Taurus. And actually, Nathan, are you even here? Because we might have I've been on here a while. That's what Nathan said. It sounded like it was happening. Um, like unexpected financial gain or a brand new romance. Fanuel is telling you to keep your hope and optimism alive because something wonderful is coming your way. Yet, if you've recently lost some enthusiasm regarding your work, your relationship, or your life in general, there may be a karmic source. Lifetimes of loss or frustration may have you depressed and thinking, "What's the use?" Oh, this was the collect. This again. This was one of the collective energies that I picked up on. You'll see if you decide to watch the video. But you can still release old patterns of hopelessness and establish a new approach and positive interpretation. If things have gone wrong in some way, or if your daily activities have just lost their shine, Fanuel reminds you of your soul's intention for joy and optimism. You may need to initiate some new desires in your life or just reignite your excitement for some old goals or activities that you've placed on the back burner. Yet, if there's something majorly depressing going on, you'll need to face it head on. That also came up in the videos. You'll need to changing the energy or perhaps even choosing to let something go. Whatever action you want to take, Fanuel is here to help make your life sparkle again. Yeah, I think Nathan might be Virgo Moon Libra Rising for some reason. I think, or it's the other way about. But that's annoying me. I'm like, Nathan, where are you? We need the answer. We need it now. So maybe you're frustrated about something in your life. Um, did I read all of that? No, did I read this bit? Anyway, I'm going to read it again. I don't know if I read that bit. Take some time to consider what changes you can make to lift your energy and raise your enthusiasm. Even if you don't want to initiate any radical changes like getting a new job or finding a new relationship at this time, it's important that you focus on the emotional quality of your daily life. Nah, I didn't read that, did I? Sprinkle some pleasant experiences throughout your day. Consciously choose some happy diversions you can look forward to, always remembering that your daily energy feeds your future results. I didn't read that, did I? That's what I mean. I mean, I'm in this state. I'm like, I can't even fucking remember. I'm becoming more and more optimistic each day. Fanuel brings me joyous experiences now and greater hope for the future. Oh God, honestly, I don't know what's happening. I think I'm having some kind of weird shift here because I can't remember if I read that all. If I read that twice, then we needed to hear it twice. But anyway, I think Nathan must have like popped off to chat to someone or something. So, right, let's now see. I'm going to try they're not dice, they're crystals, but let's see who's next. Make it somebody that's got something going on here. Yes, Leo. So we can take that. Um, Jesse is a Libra, but we can do the Leo moon. We can work with that. So what have we and TT, would you like a card as well? And we don't need to do that astrology thing, I'll just pull your card. So what have we got? I'm assuming you said yes to a card, Jesse. I'm just going to assume. So what does Jesse need to know right now? Oh, interesting. Yes, I know. I said Leo Moon before you did, I think. So, Longing for Love. Now, this is probably one of my favourite cards in this deck because it is very twin flames. So, it'll be interesting. I think I already know how this fits in because I've read this loads of times. So, I'm going to read it though. This card, before I read it, right, is about, like, if you look at it, that man is looking at that loving couple like thinking, I want that. You know what I mean? Like he's not got like basically it's about either being in a loveless relationship or not being in a relationship at all. Now, unless something's changed, I know that you're not in a relationship. But what I feel is happening, and again, didn't I say this all the time because I'm a perfect. It's not Ryan Gosling. I'm not using that deck, but I'm a perfect example of this happening. And it actually did. It actually did happen to me earlier today as well. So although I'm asking about your energy, I feel this is your twin coming through because I know what that card's about. So, and like I said, it happens to me fucking all the time as well. And you try to ask about your own life and you fucking hear about theirs. I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? You're not even prying in. It's like, well, I was asking about my fucking self. Why are you telling me shit? It doesn't even, and you're like, oh, right, it's not, it doesn't make sense to me, but it must be for him. So, longing for love, loneliness. There can be many karmic causes for present loneliness. One may be past lives of chosen separation from others, such as cloistering or taking vows of celibacy. If your present longing is not attached to a specific individual, your past life choice to give up love is still haunting you today. If your longing is for a specific person, it speaks more to a past life relationship trouble than to personal choices. Perhaps you endured the rejection of unrequited love, or someone you loved left you. Even if your spouse died an early death, you could have spent the rest of that life missing that person and longing for their return. So if you meet someone and have an instant longing for them, and you want to climb them like a tree. Oh, what? Oh, I'm only joking. So, even if you don't know them that well, you need to know this may not be love at first sight, but just ignore that. It was. It could be an old issue in need, even desperation. And if you can't seem to get over a lost love in this life, it may be a powerful old emptiness filling your subtle memory. Even worse than being alone is the empty feeling of being with someone who doesn't care about or prioritize you. Now, this might actually be talking about your past life with Peepin. We're just we could actually call your karmic person Peepin. We'll just call him Peepin. Let's hope he's no fucking peeping on here, or I'm getting some serious hate right now. But um, so anyway, moving on. Someone who doesn't, but actually, all jokes aside, in the last few videos, wait a minute, was that the one that I haven't published yet? But anyway, you probably know what I mean. There's a card. There's a card in one of the decks that is a man silhouette hating on a couple in love, and then there's a separate deck that is the same thing. That it's a man hating on a couple in love. So I do feel, unfortunately, I do feel it's like even if he doesn't, I've said this to you before, even if he doesn't literally keep an eye on what you're doing, he energetically does. Do you know what I mean? Or it's about how he done that when you were with him. So anyway, we'll not dive too much into that, but we are talking about past lives, and you think about it, that is your past life and this life, so it's coming up. Um, Right. In fact, the worst kind of loneliness is to be in a loveless relationship. If this card is near the Archangel Michael in your spread, it may be a sign that it's time to cut the cords. Well, if you're talking about the past, you already done that, thank God. If you're staying in a lonely or loveless relationship, the karmic question is why. You're willing to see what I mean? I think this is your twins card, so I think I might pull you another one because that's not fair. I'm sure you can take something from this, but you know what I'm saying. Your willingness to settle for disinterest from your partner only digs you deeper into the karmic hole, assuring that you'll come back to more loveless relationships of all kinds, often with the very same person. Your soul wants to let go of the pattern of being without love, either alone or in an empty relationship. This karma can be reversed by first choosing to give yourself the love that you're longing for, then opening your heart to the truly loving partner you deserve. So what I can take from that is there is something in that for you, and I'm sure there's more than what I even realised. It's not my card, it's yours. And it could speak to quite a few of you as well. In fact, it definitely will, that one. Um, like, this is about keep pouring that love into you. And as boring, as tiring as it can hear for all of us to hear that, it never stops. You know, just getting also my throat chakra is going a bit funny when I'm talking here, but it's just keep pouring that love into you. You know, you'll never regret it. I let go of toxic longing and make my own self-love a priority. I attract a mutually loving, fully present partner who makes me a priority too. But like I said, because I do feel that is about your twin flame out there that's going off to weddings with people that is not, you know, with that he's going out to weddings with folk with people that's like, you know, a placeholder. So we've just got to hold space for him to wake up to the real deal. What you doing? Have you fucking seen her, Jessie? She's a knockout. Fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, about opening my heart to allow loving. Anyway, so too funny. But I'm not joking. Right, so what have we got for Jessie? Jessie, please, not Jessie's twin flame. I should have said it. What did that say? That's mind blowing. You know how that card just said if it's near the Archangel Michael card? And that's when I usually say, well, it's not. Look what just came. That's giving me full. I'm being so Leo Moon right now. And remember, you're here for it because Jessie is Leo Moon. But it's like that is I feel that's such confirmation about what I'm saying about how linked you are to that person. I feel I just picked up on. Because now you've got the card that is beside. That's crazy. Let's just I need to remind myself, oh my God, can anyone remember what number it was? Or Houston, we have a problem. I'll find it. That's actually there it is, there it is. That's blown my mind. What did it say? Mm. If this card is near the Archangel Michael in your spread, it may be a sign that it's time to cut the cords. So I'm going by what I feel. I feel that is not about cutting the cords with you and that person from your past, the one that I feel, you know, that and again, remember, I don't say that a lot, guys. I don't hold on to this about, oh, that's your trip. Like it's just I'm going by what I feel. And I'm, you know, and so you but it's important what you feel about it. But basically that is unfortunately there's something very strong coming here about needing to do now, Jessie, I don't know if you've already done that, but if you, I mean, and if you don't want to say this here, like, you know, feel free to email me. But I think I probably did suggest you know, that shamanic journey that is about, you know, karmic things. If you didn't ever get around to listening to that, because basically nobody gets roused round here, right? It would have happened for a reason. If you never actually got around to watching that, please do it now because it basically helps people with things. What I'm basically saying is, you're not obviously you've not been with him for a long time, but the fact that you have children together means you know you're always linked in that way, obviously. But it's like I just don't like that I'm seeing those cards about a jealous man. It's basically sort of saying that like his energy is projecting that like you know well it's kind of like you know I don't really want to say what I'm hearing, but it's kind of like the sayings that I'm hearing. It's not really bad, but it's just sort of well, to be honest, it's like it's kind of the vibe of what I feel people from long ago in my past would, you know, it's you know, like that's not happening on my watch kind of thing. Like that man doesn't want you being involved with anybody else. And even the fact that he's not wanting that puts that energy out there. So you know what I'm saying? You need to, yeah, cut. I just don't like it. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to burn the sage. I've picked up on this before. Um, I'm going to read this Archangel Michael card though, but I don't know. I kind of feel like it would be, I kind of feel like if you want to talk to me on the email, it might be, maybe this is going to be making some, maybe there's some kind of, because obviously I know a bit, but I haven't. Basically, if you haven't watched the journey where I'm a bit of a badass in a black jumper and it's about karmic situations, you need to. And it will help dissipate and clear up a bit of the energy that I'm feeling. Either that or I suggest the one about the witchcraft. Because it's basically what I'm feeling is there's somebody willing you not to be with the love of your life, even if they don't know who that is. It's just an energy of someone that's like, you're not having that. And so for everyone else that's listening too, this could be like people from past lives that you've been involved with that now might be somebody else in your life. Like they could even be an opposite gender, but it's just they're carrying that energy, residue energy. Great, he just had a baby with a new girl. Guess you're fucking kidding me. Guess her name. Jessie. That's like, sorry, that's like complete. That's actually, yeah, that's like beyond, sorry, but that's like beyond freaky. Like, so does that woman know that you're, wait a minute, I'm even like, Jessie, is it safe to be talking about this in public? But like, does he know that, does that girl know that his ex, yeah, surely on what planet, like who, you know what I mean? What her, so that his new girlfriend thought that that was a good idea to call their baby his ex's name. Like clearly what I'm saying is like there's some level of there's some level of obsession there. You know what I mean? But it's like that obsession when somebody like can't make up their mind whether they love you or you hate you. That's like weird stalker dangerous energy. If you're open to this, can I shuffle what's the tea? I won't do it if you don't want me to, because I'm a bit scared what comes out too. But it's like that's fucking weird. Yeah, she knows. Obviously, she's not seeing the red flags. Like, look, I don't want to sound disrespectful here, but close your ears while I'm about to. Are you fucking stupid, hen? Like, imagine it's like, oh yeah, my ex is called such and such. Oh, I know, darling. Why don't we call her baby that? You'd be like fucking bunny boiler. Like, all I'm saying is, I had a moment like that once in my life where there was something quite concerning where I was like, it's not quite the same that let's just say it's reminding me of it, right? And it was enough for me to be like, it's covert, right? This is what people do like that, right? Like kind of like they try to get in your head to fuck with you. And it's like somebody saying something like, hello Tina, how are you doing? But I'm feeling it. It's kind of like they, somebody could say something like a passing comment but they know it's something really important to you, and it's to get in your head to see if you're going to react to it, right? But that's making my solar plexus do somersaults because it's reminding me of when I've had a few moments like that, people, but basically what I'm saying is as soon as I have a moment like that with someone, I'll mark their card, and depending on how bad it is, cut the cord's probably not going to be around them anymore because that is like bunny boiler behavior. I don't know what the equivalent of a man, like what can we say for a man, but that's batshit crazy, isn't it? Like that's so weird. Sorry, I'm like my energy's going a bit crazy because I'm freaked out by that. That's what I'm picking up on. Because look at I'm like it's like I'm over dramatizing this, but it's because I'm channeling the energy. That has made me feel sick. That's like the kind of people that like you say you've oh yeah, that's fucking weird. That's really weird. Um, it's you know what? It's either she's not seen the red flags or she could be a bit like kind of, oh, I hate to say it. I really, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's but it's kind of given the kind of desperate vibe of people pleasing. If he's very, forceful kind of energy, which I do feel that energy from him. And it's like, she's kind of just, she's been manipulated because surely to fucking God, am I the only one that's thinking? I'm not the only one that's thinking that. Come on, guys, would you like that? I'm sorry, but if I've got an ex out there that's cutting about with a bairn called Claire, I'm sorry, crazy. Hello, crazy. Especially because Claire's quite like a name that babies don't get called. Do you know what I mean? That's fucking weird. Oh dear. Watch this. I'm going to bump into somebody for school or something like, but by the way, ken that guy you went to school with? He's got a bairn called Claire. Is that not a bit weird? Oh my God, that's really weird. That's fucking weird. Anyway, so moving on. Moving on. He is highly manipulative, yes. Gathering that. Of all the names in all the world, he's decided to call the mother of his children, who he's not with anymore, and you don't get on, but obviously you co-parent, but or to the best of what you, that he's decided to. I mean, my stomach is in knots. So just for you telling me that I'm sending you so much healing. Yeah, she's crazy too. But like seriously, I think so because that's not even like that's just so um no, that's what I'm saying. Tina, she does know that. Like that's what I was asking too. Like, isn't that nuts? That's like he's next level, like, and again, let's not hope he's socking you at the level of following here, but oh shite. Okay, all right. What do we need to know? Like, I'm sorry, this isn't funny because this is real life, but I'm like, I need to just calm down a minute. I'm just scared what's going to come out of this deck. Oh my God. This is for other people too. Because basically, right, that's a guy that's done it, but there's women that do things like that too. There's people that can get so obsessed with this is destiny swap kind of stuff. That's not what's happened to you, but there's people that get so obsessed with other people that they would go to the lengths of like doing things to really get at you. It's the kind of people that like steal people's wedding songs or like baby names or and it's like yeah, that's the kind of very weird behavior. Yeah. I mean, you can tell we're on mental health week this week. Right, so ego. Well, yeah. Hurt ego getting in the way of relationship. He's done that to annoy you. But like that's what's not funny about it. That is a child. I'm so, I'm fucking you can tell I'm fucking raging. I'm mad for you, but I'm mad for the girlfriend and I'm mad for baby Jessie. Like that's just it's a lovely name, but it's like that is not on what planet? Like Christ. Dirt digging. Look, guys, I'm not being funny. What the fuck? This is the energy that came through. God, these cards came through on the last twin flame therapy, and look what's just come out. Dirt digging, looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. I'm not kidding when I say I can handle it, but it's quite possible that he could watch you on here. Like I'm aware of that. Like I don't know if you are. Robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional, thief, energy thief. I mean, unless there's literally been well, actually I can think of how that would make sense with I can feel into that. But yeah, like look, that's something that like that's complete high level narcissist behavior. Like he has literally called his baby his ex's name to get a reaction out of you, but that's cruel to the other women as well. And because the intention behind it isn't like, oh, I love this name. That's not fair on that baby. So let's pray. I'm praying for protection around that baby and for that situation. And well, we can't, I suppose we could change her name, but that's very strange. And everyone else take note for however that resonates. Because like I said, I've had things like that happen in my life where it's you're like, there's just certain moments you have in life when somebody's like, right, there's no way I can even get my head around how level of crazy that behavior is, and I just don't want to be around that. And I actually think that's when an entity is taken over someone, to be honest. So, and that's, I mean, you got to be careful because that can happen through drinking drugs. Look, always partying. So that just when I was thinking about the experiences I've had that has been when people say stuff through drink or not. But I've had experiences where people have said things like that to me sober, but it's like yeah, you don't want anyone around because when people start doing things like that sober, it means they're hiding some kind of serious envy and jealousy. Oh my God, as this card just shot out, steals your ideas, copies your work. Remember I said destiny swap, duplicates and feeds off you. Oh my God. Sorry, because I know I'm not reading the comments, but like, and this is what these cards are. Oh my God. Screenshot. Getting evidence, proof, facts. Yeah, I'm not digging into them anymore, but just take note of that. Because I think I said this before, that don't be naive to think, oh, oh my God. I did think for a second, are you meaning that the girlfriend's called crazy? Oh my God, the girlfriend's called crazy. That's no mistake though, is it? The girlfriend's got the same name as you, which is still weird, but it's not that bad. Christ, thank God. So the baby's not called Jessie. Oh my God, you've no idea. I'm happy. I'm sorry, I'm happy. Oh my God. Right, well, let's just calm down, guys. I think you maybe did say this. I think you maybe did say the last time that his girlfriend has the same name as you. Okay, that's not that bad. That things like that can happen, right? Things like that can happen. We can forgive that. I feel a lot better that that's. Wait a minute, I need to read all of this. Oh my God. Sorry, you seen you were starting to see that kind of fierce side of me. I'm like, right, what the fuck, like, because again, I've helped people with stuff like this where I've heard stories and I've had it happen to me too, and it reminds me of things out of films. Get the fuck away when people do weird shit like that, because it's people can take that it's concerning. Um, I just mean specifically planting a seed that's to wind you up so that you go crazy, but they look like they're cat, but they know that they planted something to it. Like that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I mean. Even that though, I think he definitely has picked that girl with the same name to annoy you. But oh well, I can't help. It's just a coincidence. No, nothing's ever a coincidence. And that's why I used the example of, oh, but I was always going to choose that wedding song, or I was always going to call my kid that. But it's that's funny because you know that weird stuff, weird, and it's complete jealousy and envy when people do it. But I've known people that's happened to actually. I think I'm actually thinking of something that did happen to. It was like it's ego, it's like people try to annoy each other, but you don't do that through. It's weird. Um, right, so let's get back to what you've been actually saying. So they've just had a baby, right? So we don't know the babies. We don't need to know the baby's name, but it's her name. That's a Mercury retrograde bloody mix up right there. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's what I've been living through and healing through. She's crazy too. Is that yeah. Um yeah, it's freaking weird and completely unstable. But this is what I mean. Unfortunately, the karmic partners that us twin flames have had at some point, not everyone, but a lot of the time these are the energies. Trust me, because this is what I do for my job. I'm not just making this shit up. Why do you think I've done badass journeys that I get hate for? And I mean like I get like gang stalking. Like I feel energy coming at me. That's why I'm saying like I'm just not really um I don't know. He's watching what you're doing. Um Wait a minute, I just need to catch up with a mix up here. Um I can't believe it. I mean, sorry, I'm just glad it's not the baby's name was that because that was just weirding me out. Um I have an ex-friend who tried to do a destiny swap with me. It's crazy. Yeah. I feel that's happened to quite a few people, basically. Well, I know it has because it's what I help people with, and it's You got to be careful. It's especially something that can happen with, now again, don't nobody take offense. You're gonna though. Nobody take offense if you've got quite heavy Pisces sort of things, but it's quite a like a Pisces, particularly a Pisces moon thing I've seen with people. Because Pisces is about copying, that can be people that kind of lose themselves in other people. And you know, it's like they'll think, oh, this is my personality, but it's like, no, they're actually copying somebody out, and it's very strange. And again, you can help, you know, if that is you that things like this happen to you, you can balance it out by getting healing and stuff, but it's definitely not nice for, you know, it's really creepy. Why do you think these things come out all the time about, like, look at that, like, it's not a coincidence I was saying that and the card leapt out about copying. Um, he's an addict, went to rehab and it didn't help. Oh God. Again, because there's loads of things coming through about addictions and people healing from addictions. Like a lot of, you know, the unawakened or whatever you want to call it, a lot of people's twins, you know, or you yourself, whichever one you are, like, because it can be addiction to anything. It can be codependency, you know what I mean? Um, like codependent friends, you know. So it doesn't need to be like big heavy ones, but and you can, you know, you can heal from it and you can start again, but. This actually is one of the messages I done earlier today in one of the videos. That the last one I just done, which you know I'll publish it when I get off here. But I mean it might not be till tomorrow because I want to watch them. But it was from what I remember, it was like basically it was both the energies was picking up on. The feminine has recognised where there was karmic friends, and then the karmic friend came out after I said it, like long before the masculine. And then the masculine is now recognizing that there's karmic friends and basically the sabotage. So, you know, I pick up on this a lot, but it's quite similar to what I've just picked up here. It's not quite the same, but it was like the masculine now realizing, wait a minute, and actually possibly could have been hoodwinked to think that the feminine was doing something when actually it's the fucking fucked in the head karmic friends that are lying. Um, it happens. So, um, wait a minute, did I read all of this? Also, he took me to court last year to take me. Yes, I remember you telling me that. It's horrifying. Didn't even start my business. He wanted, yeah, and that's just, yeah, it's just disgusting stuff. So, but did you answer me? Did you watch that journey? Watch that journey if you haven't, right? Because my guides are really stressing to me. You need to watch it. I cannot stress you people. If you're in toxic situations like this, even even if you're away from them, it will help you get your power back. So anyone that's not in a position to do a session with me, please do that journey. And then that will help you gain the strength. And then they'll probably send you the money as well to do the session with me. Like seriously, if you ask your guides and ask God, anybody, whether it's Jesse or anybody, and they'll send you. Um this happens with my ex and we have a daughter together and he just kept trying to take me to court for things, really protect your energy. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. My cousin and his bride, this is what I mean. You don't get guided to me for no reason. Like it's because I protect people with stuff like this. You know, my guides will look over you. But it helps when I actually know as well. Oh look, your friend was a Pisces. There you go. Now we love Pisces as well because we've got beautiful Pisces around here. I mean, we've got the Pisces of the Piscean with Charlotte, but it's like, you know, there is um, it's Pisces moon in particular. And again, I actually really I've got some um really lovely, amazing Pisces moon people I've connected with too. But all I'm gonna say is see when people have actually copied my work in particular, it's been Pisces moons. Actually copied my work or my personality or just been secret haters, they tend to be Pisces moons. It's quite funny. So, you know, I've said before when I do end up trusting someone that's a Pisces moon, I must really be taking a gamble and you know because it is people that have fucked me over. So I don't know what I can kind of see why it is in my chart. So it's really weird though. But no, it's Pisces moon and Pisces rising actually. So they, you know, I'm not going to think that you're got in for me if you've got these placements, but I'm just saying it's true. And watch that. I'm not kidding. Some of the people that have actually done that to me in the past, I think could still. I hope nobody's that levelly crazy, but some of the things that people have done to me over the years, like it's just strange, you know. Like I'm not really going into it because it was quite uncomfortable at the time. Um, but and it's happened a few times with different things. So. And it's, some of it is like kind of innocent and, it's just things that are quite hard to, but some of it is really not. And it's just strange and it just makes you feel uncomfortable. But I've helped other people where it's happened to too. So anyway, but this can, yeah, but it can equally just be people that, it can be people that mimic, like divine fit. You can get people that mimic the divine feminine of a divine masculine, and then they'll seek out the masculine and like act like the feminine to like, it's fucking weird. Um, my cousin and his bride asked for help with their playlist, got reception, sent them mine ideas. I knew someone was going to say that had happened because it's, yeah. It's shitty. Whilst on the dance floor at their wedding, his wife said, "Do you recognise the songs?" What a fucking weirdo. You get your own playlist. I'd be fucking raging with that because I have got banging like sorry, I think I'm sounding old with these things, digging it and banging. But anyway, I have got banging taste in music. So if I made a playlist and somebody stole my wedding playlist, I'd be like, get your own fucking taste, you sado. Anyway, moving on. It's true though, isn't it? Like, because it's like somebody said to me once, like, that whole, oh my God, don't get me started on this rant, but you know that whole thing about, oh, it's flattering. It's not flattering. It is actually it's highly insulting. It is unique to your soul. So when people don't have their own originality and they literally do shit to that, do like stuff like that, it is yeah, you know what I mean? It's just sad. You got to feel sorry for people. Don't do that, people out there. Don't copy people. Like this is in the collective right now because I saw something yesterday and it was basically it was a woman and again it must be the masculine side of me because again I think I've made it very clear what team I bat for, but I can appreciate when a woman is beautiful and she was a really good looking woman and very good at the cards and everything. And I thought well, that's quite a funny screen name, right? And then I was like, and then I looked and it was like there's literally no info about how to contact her, email her, everything. And I worked out it's basically it's she's obviously on TikTok or Instagram and somebody's taken her videos and they're uploading them on a YouTube and they've called it like a random name. And so it's kind of annoying because like I kind of wondered, I mean, I don't maybe this is my detective work, maybe this is the next part of my work that I'm going into, but like I was like, I wonder because I don't know how, you know what I mean? But maybe some use it because it's a real shame because she's actually really good. But it's like this person's growing their channel. I think it was like at nearly 8,000 or something. But it's not, I just can feel it. It's not the person. And it, who knows whether that woman knows yet or not. But I'm going to ask my guides to help me try and find the woman. But that's not fair. You know what I mean? I don't think people could do that to me, whatever, but maybe they are, but fuck, who gives a fuck? Sad bastards. Anyway, so I sounded like if you know Tyler's Tarot, I sounded like him there. And I've said that before that we've got the same placements. Aries, Sun, Sag, Moon. He's always like, who gives a shit? Do you know? But it's just, and I don't, now and again I might get guided to watch. And again, he is brilliant, but he's really funny with that stuff. But it's like, God, if anybody gives him shit, he fucking tears him a new one. Pretty funny. But it's like, who gives a shit? But it's seriously, who gives a shit? People are sad fucks that are gonna do that. Um, right, so yes, the soul retrieval. So basically it's the journey that is I think it's the very first it's not the very first one, is it? It's the one on the playlist that's something about karmic situations, and I've got a short bob. I think I sent it to you in emails. Basically, scroll back your emails, but watch it. Because you need it. Or the witchcraft one. And it's clearing witchcraft, to be clear here. But just anything, I would just watch one because they do work. And it's just that his energy is too much around you and I don't like it. You need to cut the cords. And like I said, did I even read this? I didn't read it. This will make it clearer. Because this is for you, but this is for everyone. Because we've spoke about that long. I'm like, who's even cards am I on? But it's because this is affecting more than just you. Like I'm going to ask it. I'm going to shuffle what's the tea again. And I feel, it's because you are Leo Moon and it's Leo Moon. It's like they're using me as a channel, like overemphasize to get people, to basically dramatize it, so to get people's attention about how serious this is. Like, obviously, it's not as serious as what I was thinking that like they called their baby your name. I mean, I still can't get over that. It's not that, it's not that, but it's still weird. It reminds me of all of the things that are coming up here, all of the things that said triggering memories of me or like, prompt and used to tell things like this, it's reminded me of Wicker Park. And what have I always said? That I got guided to channel about those films when I started talking about this in public, which was 3 years ago. Oh my God, it's literally 3 years ago this Christmas. But I have always, the ending of that is what I've always imagined it to be like when I properly unite with my masculine, because it's like they're cruelly kept apart by lies and confusion, and when they do get together, they both can't believe it. Like they're touching each other's face, like, are you real? And you know what I mean? It's just beautiful. And it's the scientists, you know. So like I said, I always think that's hilarious when I say that, because mine's never going to come back, because it's quite a lot of pressure, isn't it? It's like, don't worry. If you ever lurk on here and spit, which who whatever, we'll not go there. You don't. It's just natural. But I'm just saying, because I think naturally it would be like that, genuinely, when the person's awake. Not if you just sort of bump into them randomly on a night out and it's awkward. You're like, oh fuck. But that's not likely to happen to me because I never leave the house. Um, Never say never. So. I love Pisces, it's just whether they're healed or not. But you see, that's with every sign. That goes for every sign. There's light and shadow in every sign. And unfortunately, what do I say all the time? Most people have not done the shadow integration. It's, everybody's got a dark side. There's a dark side of every sign. But it's just specifically Pisces is about that. It's you can get lost in the sauce is Jesse, and I now hear everybody bloody saying that, but I always think of you when I say it. I've been getting for years that light workers are going to be copied quite a bit, and it's just not going to translate for people trying to do the copy. Yeah, because I channel the messages all the time about in the new earth frequency, you can't get away with that, because in the new earth, it is about you stand out for, oh look, my throat chakra, you stand out for being you. And I think my throat chakra went funny there, because it's like, so if anybody tries to imitate, or if you're actually literally trying to be like someone, people, even if people don't know who you're copying, because people can get away with that for a while. Again, I'm not going to deep into it, but people have got away with certain things, copying me with things, which I've let go of. But it's like where it's the kind of thing where if my channel gets bigger, people could be like, oh, well, they're copying such and such, but actually it's the other way around. But I'm not, it's not a really, if anybody happens to be tuning in and they're like, fuck, I think she's actually talking about me, or I think she's talking about such and such. That's it's people that I know are actually really nice people, but it's just it's awkward, isn't it? Because it is the truth. But and there's other people, throat chakra, like what I'm saying, some of the other people that did, it was a bit more covert and a bit strange and a bit kind of weird, and people trying to actually like be me and do what I do, and it's quite a really hazy, it's a hazy thing, and like I said, I do just kind of look at it all quite differently, because before I used to get really really fucked off about it, but I've grown involved so much on this journey that even the people that were a bit questionably like mental health wise, like that's a bit fucking weird, I even forgive them and I don't really care. But I just, I'm always like that. Makes me feel uncomfortable if the same people sort of lurk and hate you, because it's like, hate you because they ain't you. Like, get a life. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like it's coming out mega sassy because we're in Leo Moon, by the way. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine being that jealous of somebody that you actually sit for hours on end watching them as they do their thing, but hating them. Like, it's so weird. But there are people that do that to me and to other people. They'll just wait for the replay, or they might do it live. Hiya. Anyway, tell me a bit about the collective, because this has come out for a reason. Look at that. Look what I've just fucking said. I love it. I love God and I love my guides. What was I just saying? Things like this have happened to me in the past, whether it's work wise or personal life wise. And I can feel something else dramatic wanting to come out my mouth. It's not really dramatic, and I think I'm just going to say it because, again, it's one of these things that I could say that, and then people could be like, "I right then, whatever," and gaslight me or even gaslight him. But I definitely feel there was definitely people. There was not really people around me that kind of, when I always went on about how good looking my twin flame was, like there wasn't really too many people around me that actually kind of You know what I mean? People just kind of make out like I was the only one that sort of found him attractive, and I'm just kind of like, but there is that kind of thing that's like, well, you do just think the sun shines out your person's that, you know what I mean? You think they are just totally, amazing, but like I'm just sort of saying, I'm not just being, I don't think the word biased is right, but I'm just saying like he is a good look. Again, he doesn't need to hear this either, but I tell the truth. He's a good looking guy, and it's like. I do sometimes think it is quite interesting, isn't it? Like I wonder like, I wonder like when people aren't in my life anymore. It's just kind of yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's just but anyway, the point is I'm saying that for everybody else. It's like, I do think when I used to have people that would put me off mine. And again, I'm saying it generally because I actually had people from my past that didn't do that as well. But I did have people that would either pie me when I spoke about them and not say anything, which is kind of questionable, or would actively try to put me off him. And I'm just like, what the fuck is that all about? And it doesn't need to be that they fancy your person. It can just be that they sensed on some level you two being together was going to elevate both your lives. Or it's just, if the person isn't happy, they don't. But it's just that it's just things that maybe I'll never know the answer to some of these things. But I already know from what I help people with all the time. It can just be a soul thing. But it is quite interesting. And I know for a fact that I don't know whether my one's clicked onto that or not, but I definitely know that there's I definitely know that there is some people around him that would have planted the seed and there's other, there'll be other reasons behind it that might not be so innocent. So, it's kind of like, looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. So it's just kind of you know what I mean? It's just one of these things. It's you know what I mean? Dust it off, ignoring. But that's why I just said that. You've just got to dust it off and ignore it. Wherever it's kind of like wherever the Leo is in your chart, um, you're going to attract attention, and some of that attention is going to be people that are jealous of you. So, but what's important is that you see through it. It's like I was listening to somebody's reading yesterday, and they were saying what I say all the time, and it was what was it again? It was something along the lines of pay attention to the friends that are saying to you, oh, I don't think that person's right for you. But it's like they're saying it to you because they actually know that person's more than right for you and it's going to better your life and they don't want that for you. Physical, as I picked up physical connection, the sacred union of bodies two becoming one. And I'm not even using those cards, I just picked them up, but let's see what fell on the floor. Oh Christ, oh my God, fucking hell. Right, you're sorry, I'm laughing out of nerves. Like this freaks me out when I'm saying stuff like, and I don't like the stuff that's coming out because the stuff doesn't come out of my mouth for no reason. But remember, you were just talking about. I can hear people shouting in the street. There's stuff going on with Leo Moon here. Remember, you were when people are talking about things to do with court and that, and remember, I just asked what's going on in the collective. We've got child services, kids. Right, I don't really like reading all of this because it's well, I'm going to read it. Right, I'll read it, but it's like just take it with a pinch of salt, people, because this won't be for everyone. Kids at risk of being taken, or is about to reporting something, neglect, abuse. So whatever that means to people, right? And then groupie, but I think more look you're not going to believe this, groupie talking shit. So that's like the gossipy groupies talking shit. This is people that lie about people for that have got ulterior motives because they want to be you. Look, wants to be you, acts like you, dresses like you, looks like you, copies you, impersonator. Is that not fucking mind blowing? When I was like, wait a minute, why is all this shit coming out? But it's because it's in the collective. Now, it doesn't mean it's happening to you watching this live or on replay and it better fucking not be happening to me. But like I've said, it has. This stuff has happened to me in the past, probably is still happening to me, and I might not know about it. But you've got to dust it off because there's always going to be some sad fucker that's jealous of you some way. And like I said, there can be people that gaslight you too. You'd be like, why would I be jealous of you? And that's what I was meaning about. It's subtle, but I definitely think that I was a bit naive. Like I think sometimes when I've yeah, there's that look unbothered. Just be wary if somebody's like acting like they're really not bothered at all. They're probably very bothered. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Yeah, weird. Forces, and I think look, forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. I think that's the karmic energies that go hard after twin flames, or your twin flame. That's happening to someone. Um, 'cause, 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 ' my ex does that, obsessive, wants to be me and do what I do, but hates me. Yeah, but I mean, sorry, Lexi. I mean, not Lexi, but sorry, but you're Jesse. You're. I've said this to you before, but your ex is like textbook narcissist. I'm sure you know that, but it's the scary kind. Right. So let's and then saying that, like, I'm sorry. This is like, what the fuck is this energy, man? Where is the? I need to light the sage again, and I'm going to leave the. I love that, but you see what? That's why I use the cards. I love that the cards back me up because it is there's this stuff's going on, and the thing is, it's like with me channeling that if it's not you, if it's not divine feminines that it's happening to your masculine. It's like people because I'm being general about this. So these are things that have happened years ago, but I'm actually just thinking about like this was years ago in a club. And it's not like again, because I'm not doing that to be a dick, because it is a bit of a dickhead thing, but I'm just telling the truth. I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'm just getting fucking sick of this shit. But because it has happened, it's like, and some of it I only realised later, but it was kind of innocent. It was kind of more of an innocent example. But I remember I met somebody in a club and I was drunk, and it's like somebody that I know that he knows my twin flame too. So it's not like one of his pals or anything, but it'd be somebody to say hi if he saw him. And it was kind of like I was going on about, just I was just going on about him loads and how much I like him that because I was pissed. I think my pal was like bagging off with somebody in the court, kissing. My friend was kissing somebody in the court, something like that. But anyway, I was talking to this guy for ages and talking about how much I liked my twin flame and everything. And it was just like I swear for about the hour that I was talking to this guy, it was just they say he was, oh yeah, he's a nice guy, but he's I'm not going to say the things he was saying, but just and it was it was true. It was just kind of like he's likes to do what single guys like to do. Well, there's nothing I don't already know, right? But then I think you know where this is going. But then it was like but then he was trying it on with me, and I'm like, have you not just sat and heard how much I've just went on about how much I like him? And that's what I'm saying. If that's happened to me at one point in my life, it does mean that I just know that the kind of stuff like that, like that will have definitely happened with mine at one point, and it makes you wonder in what ways because it's happened to me. Do you know what I mean? So it's got to have happened to him, and it's so you just got to be aware of it, and it's just I think call me sexist, but I think women are a little bit more savvy with that, and I think drunk men maybe aren't. So, twin flame, if you've been tricked by anybody out there that's been a like that to me, which I sincerely hope not for everybody's consciousness, I forgive you. You know what I mean? I think it's just one of these shitty things that happens. And if you haven't, I'm sorry for even thinking that might have been a thing, but don't know why I'm saying that. Again, because and do you know what? I'm saying it at 11:44, so that's quite interesting. But it was just that, yeah, it's just, anyway, let's move on. So, like, who knows? Maybe I've kissed one of his pals and not been aware of it, but I don't think so, because I don't go around just kissing randoms, you know what I mean? So, but I don't know, who knows? So, strength, courage, letting go. This angel brings a past life. Now this is Jesse's, but this could make sense to a lot of people. This angel brings a past life message of courageous deeds and strong actions. No matter what may be going on now, it's important to know that you've spent past lives standing up for yourself and being firm in your resolve. Those energetic qualities are in your coded consciousness and are available to you and your present endeavours. Yeah, it is 11:44 now, didn't it? That's crazy that I said that. But that's just confirmation of what I'm saying. That if you've had a situation where, so like I said, in that situation, like someone's trying to put, I wouldn't actually say well, yeah, kind of were trying to put me off because, oh, I don't think that's for your, well, a drunk guy's not going to say, I don't think that's for your highest good. Do you know what I mean? They're going to say whatever they say. But do you know what? Do you want to know the funniest thing is? I think I went off with somebody else that night, but and I'm not gonna lie, and I'm just being honest, right? I'm not the kind of person that actually would go out to clubs and pool and go. But I think on that particular night, I'm being far too honest. It was really funny. So if it's like that person didn't even get anywhere anyway, and then it's like my twin flame was ignoring me for I don't know off wherever the fucking hell he was, and then I just ended up going with somebody else. But it's just that it's just that awareness of men do it to women more. Some women do it too. Like some women are ruthless, and that's why I've always been wary of that. Like it's yeah. Anyway, that's why I'm a bit of what you call a sigma female, go it alone. The friends I've got wouldn't didn't do shit like that. So the angel, wait a minute. So yeah, I read it too. Michael is called the warrior, and if this spread is near the warrior card in your spread, it indicates success in past life conflicts. So if you've been in oh my God, listen to this. If you've been in some personal or work battle recently, call on Michael to assist you and know that you have the power to move forward and settle the struggle. Courage is also a hallmark of Michael's presence. If you're feeling cornered into a conflict, call upon Michael to lift your energy and bring you the bravery you need to attack the problem. If you're facing a new endeavour that feels a bit risky, he can fill your heart with the strength to take the leap. Finally, Michael can help you let go of unwanted or unhealthy attachments, whether they're to specific people, work situations, groups, or even personal habits. So take an honest look at your life. It's time to release any dishonouring habits or connections and move on to something or someone more worthy of you. Boom, drop the mic. But your Jesse moved on anyway. But what I'm saying is that guy, he energetically stalks you, and I think literally. Michael can help you clear unwanted karmic attachments. He can give you the strength. And bear in mind, like, Archangel Michael's one of the strongest energies around me. You can probably tell by the energy coming through. So it's like, yeah, just listen to that journey. Because how I say that, but like Archangel Michael cut the cord to the old earth to connect to the new earth. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Um, yeah, he can give you the strength and courage to fight for yourself and demand honouring treatment from others. Consider the issues and people you're dealing with. If you have to battle to fight, investigate your options for resolution. If there are toxic patterns or attachments that need to be released, visualize Michael cutting the cords with his powerful sword. Know that you have the power to free yourself from the past. I am powerful and courageous. Michael brings me the guidance and strength to take action to let go. But again, on this, it's more that person is very unhealthily holding on to you. And I know what that's like. Not just in romantic connections, but yeah, and it's the past life stuff, and it can be challenging, right? So I think my makeup's going to be going all about my face. So can you just tell me who's not had a card that's been here for ages? Because I think Tina, you were the last to arrive, but I feel like there might be somebody else that's still here that I haven't. Maybe not actually. Maybe that is. No, TT. Are you still here? Who else didn't? Who else didn't I get to? Christ. This is one dramatic wheel move. I'll shuffle for the next person. I'm going to do TT because I don't know if TT is still here, but I think she. Thank you for all that. I need to go pray. Yes, yeah, Lexi, but she didn't actually say yet. But I think I probably so. You're very welcome. Yes, do pray. But absolutely, please watch that journey as well, Jessie. In fact, look, Jessie, I'll just do it now. But Jessie, this is what I think I've done before. So even if you did watch it then, it's not leaving my spirit. Like I don't, I'm just totally repeating myself here. It's like because they're making me do it kind of thing. It's like that. And I think it's because it's not just for you, it's for other people that might have like crazy people that are not leaving them alone. Because this is like I've had it, and this is what twin flames get. Like people get obsessed with you. Like it's fucking weird, but it's real. The struggle is real, guys. Um, and or people will do things to get under your skin. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like I said, right? Is it that one? Well, it's got 400 views now. Oh wait a minute, no, that's the inner child one. God, these are actually picking up the pace, aren't they? So is it that one? Yes, that one. It's this one here. So Wait a minute, I'm just going to share it in the community tab because this is what I feel people need. And I'm just annoyed because I've never been able to find that jumper. I'm just going to write this one with a sword. But then I can't help myself put the Archangel. There we go. So I've put this one in the community tab, and so that's the one that I feel quite a few you need. Because a karmic situation can be anything. It can be like helping you with things to do with toxic exes that you might have moved on from, but they've not moved on from you and they're pulling you back, doing spell work, manipulation, or it can be like things to do with court and stuff because I work with Saint Germain and Lady Portia, which is about karmic justice, legal justice, and it could be like a karmic situation can be you can't give up smoking, or you're having problems drinking. It can be absolutely anything. And I know I've said this before, but I'm stressing it to new people that I've heard people tell me that they have forwarded that to people that aren't twin flames, but people that are hooked on heavy drugs, like we're talking heavy addictions, and they've actually had results. So yeah, so I'm really proud of that. Like you said, I'm a hidden gem on YouTube, and it's so, and it's a shame, like that's what, you know, um yeah, basically I do feel I will be guided to make a separate channel that isn't just for twin flames, but I think I better just focus my energy here right now because people could bypass because they're like, oh, all that twin flame bullshit, but actually people need the healing. So, but I don't think I want to include it on here. Well, I've tried it. I just think I do just attract twin flames. Yeah, look, oh my God, fucking hell, that's freaky. Shaman healing energy. Remember I said that every time I'm talking about if I thought to say that, I picked it. So that's same just stressing that yeah, that is what I have to do. But anyway, so right, TT. What have we got for TT? Servitude. Oh, this one came out earlier, and that's what I've just been talking about. Some of you have got major soul loss, trauma from people doing that because it is, like you said, it's so insulting. Like it's like yeah, right. So loss of power or control. This card indicates past lives of oppression and genuine lack of control. The experience forced you to submit to the wills of others who took control or even took what they called ownership of you. Oh my God, this is talking about fucking narcissists as well again. In the form of servitude, slavery, or indentured labour. You may have been born into the situation, or you may have captured and taken away from your homeland. Clearly, this kind of past life energy can exert a huge influence on your present approach to life. Having no power to act or decide for yourself could make you feel like a victim, one who resigned to another's control in the family, love, or work. The people who tried to control you now were likely the ones who enslaved you then. If this card is near the imprisonment card, it's likely that you were kept in bondage at some time. This is very emotional energy. Old lives are being totally controlled by another, may have made you unconsciously willing to be controlled and directed in this life. In fact, you may notice that you've attracted controlling people. You may even have given up your power simply because your subtle memory you expect others to take away from you. See how that fits with what we've just been talking about. But if you, wait a minute, it's not near that. So this might be presenting itself now as resistance to doing domestic or menial labour. If such feelings come to you, release your resentment and choose to enjoy those tasks with happiness and present appreciation. It's time to take control of your life and your destiny. Release your old coded assumptions that are your powerless that you are powerless to change things. As you make new self-empowered choices, get comfortable with taking charge. Your karmic directive is to liberate yourself from old restrictions, live your soul's power, and be the master of your own fate. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling guided to say, TT, just bear in mind that if that doesn't resonate with you, we could also be tapping into your twin flame. So, and I just feel it's because there's so much merging going on right now. I'm capable and resourceful and powerful. I'm free to make my own choices and move in any direction I choose. So, yeah, I don't know if TT's still here. So, yeah, let me know on the replay. My guides have been trying to tell me for the last 6 months that a past life is really affecting this one, and I just didn't or couldn't connect what it was. I think it's what you're reading now. Oh, interesting. We're about to find out if you'd like to know, Tina, because I think you're next. Hello, how are we now, Claire? Had to leave for a bit. What did I miss? Well, you missed your card, Nathan. That's what you missed. So you can catch that on the replay. But you also missed very dramatic. I mean, how do we even tell him what he missed? Somebody could recap. If you could recap that, then fucking bash on. Basically, a huge channeling about copying energy and um just being aware of how people can plant seeds of doubt in you about your twin flames with ulterior motives. What else? That was kind of it. Narcissist. Fucking hell. Oh my god, I fell asleep and woke up just now and heard my name. Oh my god. Wow, you fell into the trance. Yeah, people do it all the time. I mean, I have been sitting here. Remember I said I'd be here till midnight? And it looks like I'm going to be. Well, no, maybe I was like bang on with that because I've only got Tina to do and then me, and we'll see if it actually is me. If it's not me, I will then pull a card for me. But yeah, let's see. So your card, basically, to recap, TT, seemed to be about a loss of control. So it's either where, yeah, you've given your power away like as a slave in a past life or something, or it could even be in this life where you've been in an unhealthy relationship or something. But what I was saying is and it doesn't need to be romantic, it could be friends as well. But if it's not you, it could be your twin. So you can let us know. Right, so Tina, let's see then. So let's now I'm going to do this, but you know how this works. I don't know if it will pick up on that past life, but we're going to pick up on a past life. So let's just see what is the past life that is affecting Tina the most, the one that she's been getting told about, and let's see if the card picks up. Oh, now this is interesting because what did I say earlier? Wealth has been coming out all day, and it's particularly that wording because wealth isn't a word that I would use. Do you know what I mean? Like I would probably just say money or abundance, but wealth keeps coming out, and I quite like your health is your wealth. But yeah, we've got wealth, abundance, entitlement. So let's see. So basically, right away before I ever even read that wherever you might have turbulence, and again, like I say all the time, and this is so every like what happens every time. I'm getting so passionate about these messages. Every time I'm reading somebody's personal cards, guaranteed we can all take a little bit of it if you really pay attention, which I know that you all know, but for anyone that's new, and but this is really collective because I've actually done four because I've done three recorded videos and then I've done a live in the membership. And in all of those, and now this is the fifth one, there's a constant theme of money today. And there's two themes of things about big money coming in for people. And not just money, just abundance, like happy things. So it's unions as well for some people, or it's like unions and then attracting a lot of money because you're with your person. Because like I keep saying, true twin flames that are in a physical union, you can spot when they're true twin flames because it's not like, you might not know because they might not be like, oh look, I'm just cutting a valve with all my money in front of them there, but you can just sort of feel it. You can feel that people feel a bit more chilled, a bit more comfortable. Or maybe you can't, because again, you know, I suppose I don't know. It's, you know what I mean? Like, because some people have an abundant energy, but it might not have a lot. Like, I'm one of those people. Like, I'm in Empress mode, but because they just made me look at New Earth when I said like that. But like, that's where I've said it. Oh, you'll get sick of hearing me say this because I've said it on every video today. But I am not the kind of divine feminine where it's like, where I'm like, oh, follow your calling and the money will follow. It's simply not true for everyone. I hope it's true for you. It's not true for everyone. And I'm not just talking shit, am I? Because I've been out here helping people for nearly 10 years. And yes, I've made money, but it's nowhere near the kind of money that I should have made. You know what I mean? But it's because I work for God, and that's kind of how it goes. You know what I mean? And it is to do with where my money placement is in my chart. But it's like I said in a video today, I also know that I've got the kind of unpredictable placements where I could actually make quite a big, massive amount of money just overnight, or like what, and I don't know how. I just don't, you know what I mean? And it probably because I'm not arsed about it. Do you know what I mean? And that's the kind of key. It is the law of detachment. It's like the more desperate you are to have something, the more it's going to elude you, right? But the more you just kind of chill and you're like, I still really want that, but I'm not going to be desperate and I'm going to focus on me. So, you know what I mean? And definitely when it's to do with love and stuff like that. And it's why, this, but a lot of the collective don't really get that because it's like how I thought, it's like how I'm doing this. Like, again, I don't know, no, but I can feel it. Like, I'm not stupid. When I look at things from an outside perspective, not only could other people say that what I'm doing is crazy, just being on YouTube full stop, isn't it? Because people are so terrified to do things like this. But it's like, but it's the fact of what I'm talking about, and because I go so deep into things and that, it's like I feel I do it in a classy way, but if other people feel low, then whatever. But it's kind of like the point is I know that my intention's always good. It's to help other people and it's to help my actual twin flame and it's to help me. But you know what I mean? It's I've got and also it's to help the karmic energies of all of us. It is for the better of humanity, but it's just some people might not get that because it is triggering and shit like that too. But the point is, I'm just letting this flow through. It's it's what I'm meant to be doing. And it definitely, when I look up, certain aspects of my astrology, it literally has wording like what this person does for a living should look unusual and unorthodox to most people, and I'd say that that is true. But it's because I'm bringing in these newer frequencies and these higher timelines, and I promise you one day people will get it. The people that didn't get it will get it if they don't get it now. And so I don't really care about the people that don't get it. And it reminds me of the quote that I made up like 9 years ago now, that it was like, if other people don't see the magic, just keep doing your own. They'll catch up when they're meant to, or something like that. I put it up before. It's like I put it on a meme thing. It was like it wasn't a great meme or anything. I think it was a nice sunset or something. But it's true. And at the time I was thinking about my twin flame, but it's just in general about awakening. Like some people just wake up and they get it, spiritually wake up and they get it, and other people they wake up later. And and that'll be some people around you, your twin flame and other people as well. So, but sorry, before I go into Tina's message, there is something else wanting to, because this is important, you see, because again, astrology wise, the Mercury is conjunct my midheaven. So, that is the reason why I've got to be so out here giving these messages is because of that placement. And Mercury's planet communication. So it's important. So even if that just means a couple of you get it and the rest don't, well, what's the difference? That's what I mean. Think about it. Leo is about it's about people could get two in their ego with it as well. But I've got a really good experience of this because it's like if I was really bothered about likes and things like that, think about it, I would have given up. Like my videos hardly get any views, and people don't even fucking like the video when I ask them to like the videos. And that's why I joke sometimes being like, have I just got a whole fucking crowd of fucking haters? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why do people not like the video and ask them like but I get it. I know that it's just a thing that people often just take for granted and they don't think it makes a difference, but it does make a fucking difference. So I will still love you if you don't like the video, but please do like the fucking video. I don't mean right now. I just mean every single video I do in general. It would help. Thank you. Anyway, moving on. Now we can read the card. But yeah, there is things about money here. You know what I mean? And like I just said, not I'm speaking for the people that you might have been helping the collective for a lot. That remember that this came out the other day, like that one about the divine feminines in particular. You could have been a divine feminine. You have been bending over backwards, male or female, and it would be a divine feminine in this case, that you've been helping people out the goodness of your heart, almost practically an analogy, giving them the shirt off your fucking back, and some people not even thanking you. Although I'm lucky that I've had people that are incredibly grateful for the way that I've helped them, even if we're not in contact anymore. I know that some of the things I've done for people, there's just literally there isn't any amount of money that they could thank me with. I've had people say that when I come into money, I'm going to buy you a house. I've had people say all sorts, and some of these people are not on my radar anymore, and it's people that go a bit funny on me. And do you think I'm hanging around waiting on somebody to give me a house? No, because as if I would even accept that, it's too much. But what I'm just trying to say is I've had more than one person say that to me quite a few times. Um, and it's kind of like, it's the way that I see it is I'm just being a channel to provide that healing for somebody in that moment. But basically, what I'm saying is it's quite good training because the whole time I've started on any social media platform, it is like pulling teeth trying to get people to actually clap you. And that's why you'll see it's like there's so many memes about, your family and friends weren't supporting you, so that's why we sent you these strangers. I'm sorry, it is so true, isn't it? Like, very rarely will it actually be the people that should be. You know what I mean? They're usually people that are sending you negative. I'm sorry, I'm calling a spade, guys. It is fucking true. Right, anyway, so now we'll move on. So sorry, but I hope I hope that didn't resonate with you, Tina, as well. But it's really everyone should be resonating with this. So let me just read this before I read the rest. Um, Me making money in this life has been really difficult, like almost impossible. Yeah, I feel you're one of the people that resonates with me. So my moon, Mercury are both in Leo. The moon is 3 degrees, and the Mercury. Oh, well, there. Oh my God. Well, wait, Tina, that's where it is right, nearly right now, because I think it's at 23 right now. So yeah. Oh no, no, I tell a lie. It's Mercury is 21. So right now, Mercury is conjunct your Mercury. So David, oh my God, that's so powerful. In the um in the in the God, why do I keep saying it? In the membership, the message that came through for you was I do remember saying, I mean, Charlotte, you were there, yeah, I can't remember, but I remember saying something about write down any, yours was about creativity and write down any ideas that are coming in. So that makes sense with Mercury conjunct your natal Mercury. And then also, what did you just say? Your Oh no, you just said, I thought you said your moon was 3 degrees. Yeah. The moon's, wait a minute, is my phone not updated? Yeah, it's not updated. It's saying it's 2 degrees to me. Um, oh no, wait a minute. I'm getting too excited. No, just actual Mercury. Yeah, sorry. I've caught up now. I keep getting too excited, jumping ahead. So your Mercury is in the eighth house and right, okay. Um, right. So if your Mercury is in Pisces, in the eighth house, that's very psychic energy actually. Oh, I can see now I can see with the kind of the way you get messages, that actually makes a lot of sense to me. Um, like it does, it is very, I can just tell the way that you get those messages. Yeah, right, yeah, no, yeah. So I thought you were saying that was your placements, yeah. Okay, no, anyway, so moving on, let's read these. So you've led a number of lifetimes where money was not a problem for you. You may have even been a titled person, such as a lord or a lady, and that really fascinates me because you're a Leo, because Leo is royalty. So you see, you could have had, I know what this is going to say, so I'll just say it before it says it. You could have had a past life where you were like actual royalty, like you could have been like a queen or a king or something. So unfortunately, in this life, they've humbled you by not having a lot of money, so pretty shit. But that I wonder if that's the past life. But you see, if this card ends up resonating with you, the next time you're maybe guided to, if you're guided to me to do a session about that, we could do a specific past life regression to sort that out once and for all. Like we could actually ask, because look, listen to this. You may have been a titled person, such as a lord or a lady, baron or a baroness, or even a king or a queen. If recent times have not been bountiful as you would like, this card is revealing greater fortune is coming your way. And that's what I've been getting all day. If you've had a period of lack, I feel that's changing for some people. A project you've been working on or an investment you've made is about to pay off. But if this card is near the reversal of fortune, well, it's not. So we'll not read that bit. Don't give up. This card is indicating that this is the perfect time to shift any patterns of financial limitation. This includes the inability to get or keep a job. If you were a nobleman or a person of leisure, you may be unaccustomed to working, and that pattern may be shown up now in a different way. You may even feel some old sense of entitlement that says you shouldn't have to work, so resist and resent the necessity in this life. If that's the case, open your heart to the willingness to work at a career you enjoy. Your wealthy history will be reawakened. That's the bit. That's the bit. I feel a lot of masculines are at this bit. Before I read that, I want to see if it fits. I feel a lot of the divine masculine energies are at the bit where it's like your past life gifts are being reawakened in a big, big way because of that talent guide card that I showed. So just definitely write down any ideas that are coming to you about past lives. You're not imagining it, it is real. I keep pulling a lot of Merlin cards for divine masculine. No matter what's going on, consciously choose to increase the gratitude in your life. That keeps coming out too. Even if finances are a little scant right now, take some time to focus on all the blessings in your life, big and small. Also, be more conscious of how you spend your money. Wealthy past lives can be a source of indiscriminate spending in this life. Make money choices that honor you, and increased blessings will come your way. I open my life to all of the abundant blessings and wealth the universe has to offer. I know that I deserve it. That's really a big affirmation to do as well, as keep. That's a powerful affirmation, Tina. I know that I deserve it. Like, really say it to yourself and really believe it. It feels like it ties into. In one of the videos today, I was like, look, how badly do you want it? If money's an issue, because this is an issue for a lot of people that get attracted to me, then sit and listen to abundance meditation every single day at the same time. Get in the habit of doing it at the same time or you won't do it. Like, really put that energy into it because it's powerful. It's just boring. Let's face it, anything that you have to do every day, like that's boring. Trust me, I'm there right now in my health. I need to fucking walk every day to shift the fucking weight. But it's like, I just spat everywhere. I don't know if you saw it, but I just told you anyway. But it's like, sometimes I can't be arsed. I don't want to. But if I keep doing that, then I'm going to keep going off a dress size. And I don't really want that, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Just just sharing. Like I keep saying, any that haven't hit 40 yet, fucking watch out, just put down those crisps right now because it's although it might just be people sending me shitty energy. I don't know. But like I said, you can't always blame on that, but it's true. And I think it's something to do with the weird twin flame. Anyway, we know that is that. Moving on. So let's just read what you've said. Yeah, so the message has just come in and smacked me on the side of the head. Sorry about that. You're welcome. I've had a past life where I was having my hair done and I wasn't real nice to the lady doing my hair and she actually quit and I couldn't understand why. I was just clueless. Oh my God. And I was well known in that life, so people were going to see my hair, which affected the lady doing my hair. I was rushing her. Oh my, that's pretty specific, yeah, I think deep down there's a limiting belief that I don't deserve money yet, and that's really quite common. So it would, but you see the power. That's what I love about limiting beliefs: the fact that you know that and that you just named it in public. Now you know what you're working with, and that means that you could either work on that yourself and find YouTube videos that fit what you just identified, right? Like find one that is about feeling like you don't deserve the money, or if you wanted more specialised, I could do a past life regression with you to find out, or we could actually just do a hypnosis for your money mindset kind of thing. Um, I just said it right now. I felt such a pushback. Yeah. What's crazy is visions of this life are coming up yesterday, and I had this life come up like 10 years ago. Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's, I know that you're quite used to things like that happening, but this could intensify, and I feel this is happening to also people that that aren't used to this. So that could be really. So I'm just telling, especially some of the males out there. I just know that remember last year when I kept getting guided to like King Arthur things and Superman and or maybe even that was this year. I just knew that I was like, I'm not watching this for me. Like I was watching things to deliver messages here, but I also feel I was seeing things that would resonate like with my actual twin. So and probably definitely bits when he was definitely not going through that himself, but he might be now. More than likely. Right, so as I'm saying this, I just want to pick up some avalanche. So is everybody that's awake and alert and wanting a card had a card? If you've not had a card, speak now. Because as you can see, I've got loads of energy. Could be with what they're like, that's the motherfucking truth. Listen to her. Truth. That's the truth. What I just said. Very Celtic energies in this picture. That's the truth. Wait a minute. If we're struggling for a thumbnail, but actually it's a bit deep in my makeup, so I'm melting off. Where am I coming into this? And the only reason, right, like it's quite uncomfortable. You're very welcome. It's quite uncomfortable for me to get it, but the only reason that I do that is because unfortunately, it is. I have studied this and I've saw it with others, right? People trust you more when they see your face. So it's like, that's why I'm challenging myself to do the ones every night. So thank God I've already done the one for tonight because I wouldn't be fucking sitting there channeling a divine love message after I've just sat and done this. Anyway, what else do we need to know? Truth. Oh my God, they're like, we just told you, biatch. Truth. I think they're just, I really think they're just stressing that because it felt like some of the things I was saying they were a bit much. Like, even for me, I'm like, shit. It's like, it's the truth. Like, I ain't fucking lying about anything. By the way, can I just say, some of the shit that I said earlier, it isn't anything serious because I don't want to worry folk out there, but it was the truth. And it's happened more than once. I'm just sort of saying this to make it aware that it's like, I'm getting fucking sick of shit that might be out there fucking lying about me. And I'm not the type of person that would start airing everybody else's dirty laundry. But all I'm saying is there's a lot of people out there that are lucky that I'm not. Keep it general, but you know what I mean? It's like people shouldn't be out there lying about people because, yeah, it's not nice. Anyway, that's the truth. So, the swan, transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. And the swan is about true love. That looked like my eye just nearly rolled back into my head there. Physical health grounding foundations, the earth fairy grounding. Yes, bring in some grounding. That's right. I think we need to bring in some grounding. Right. Oh, that's what I didn't do. I want to pull me a card. Well, yes, I want to pull me a card. So my middle. Yeah, I always wonder about that. How do you say it? Is it Elaine? Like a bit like Elaine, but it's Elaine, which is Celtic and it is very unusual. It's quite beautiful actually. Very unusual, and I've been really called to use this name instead of my first name. Oh right. Oh well, if you do decide that you want to be addressed as that, because to be fair, it is your you know what I mean, it is your name, then let me know and then I'll just keep calling you. But can we start off on the right if that is what you want us to do, how do you say it? Is it Elaine? Am I saying it right? Kind of just makes it sound like I'm saying Elaine, like we've got Elaine. I saved an well, it wasn't an Elaine, it was actually Eileen. I saved an Eileen's life once. Elaine, right? Well, do you want us to call you Tina or Elaine? It sounds like I'm saying Elaine. Elaine. I like it. Um, right. Tell me about one of my past lives. And if it doesn't make sense to me, we know why, but it'll make sense to whoever else is. And I don't I don't just mean him, I mean, but let's just see. What is something really important that I need to know or anybody connected to me? Right, good. I'm glad. Right. Right. Well, um, do you know what? It's not that, just trust me when I say it. I think that was just confirmation for me. It's not for me, but it was definitely for him. So can I get another one? And that's what you call protecting, yeah, it's not, well, I think that's a bit close to the bone too, to be honest. Like all of these, I genuinely feel they're telling me the truth and it's no my truth. Wait a minute, no, actually, I've just saw something that I can't, this is too much. Right, could you tell me about me? Don't fucking tell me about it. Because I'm not like I'm kind of joking when I say that. I'm not joking when I say that. They do it, but it's like, no, this is warrior strength. I'm going to read this one because but all the other ones were accurate, right? So that's for me to know and you to wonder. But 34, let's read this. Personal power. Look, he looks like that's the guy that looks like. Look, Jesse, it's not the same card that's Ryan Gosling. This is the card that looks like the Hemsworth brothers. But actually, what I always say about this card is this looks like a divine masculine that's like, hey, baby, I'm going to do what you need me to do. And it's like, this guy's like, I'm going to chop this wood and I'm going to make this shit happen. Do you know what I mean? It's quite funny. So, strength, determination. You have within you an inner strength that has carried you through some challenging past lives. Throughout history, oh my God, I just forgot that this was the one I was asking about for me. Throughout history, there have been millennia where the majority of the people on the planet had to work hard just to get by. Whether in fishing, farming, mining, building, transport, and later in factory work, you've performed seemingly never-ending demands in order to make a living and support yourself and your family. Look at what the fuck we were just saying before. The work may have been daunting, yet you stepped up in those difficult tasks and were able to create the happiness in your life. And that's what I was just saying. Like, I've not had the easiest of lives when it comes to like it's like fucking hell, like, some people just absolutely land on their feet and they're actually, let's face it, some people are like shitty people, but they don't bother, they don't have any sort of like stress in their life, and you think, where's the fucking justice in that? But it's kind of like you've always got to believe that if you're resonant with that, it's you're meant for bigger things, and better things will happen to you at some point. But and also the point of that was, don't basically, please don't be a person that your happiness revolves around money, because you're going to be really unhappy if that is the case, if you're not already, because Pluto moving into Capricorn is going to do some brutal cleanup work there. And also Uranus and Taurus is going to shake shit up with money too. It's just it's going to shake up what people value, and I think it's going to do it in a brutal way, and I think it's already doing it to people, because I was pulling cards about loss of fortune there and stuff as well. But the thing is, sometimes you have to lose everything to realize what really matters. That was really deep, but it's true. And I mean, I'm sure that that's on a quote floating about out somewhere. Um, this card is telling you that the same core of the strength is vibrating within your eternal code. The work may be different now, but your personal power still radiates from within. Believing in your own endurance and capabilities is the main message here. And that's what I was saying about when, like, look, it's, you know, sometimes it can feel like pulling teeth, but like I've always just kept pushing through that and just knowing that it's an illusion, and that on, especially on this platform, that they lie about views and like, I mean, I've been watching my videos and other people's, and the views have actually went down like as you're watching it, which is really shan for me when I don't get a lot. You know what I mean? It's like fucking corrupt, man. Anyway, I better shut up or they'll chop me off. Believing in your own again, get my email. I'm not being funny, but unless something like that happens, if you watch this channel and you've not noted down my email, but you'd want to stay in touch and get you should probably have my email. Um, Know that you have what it takes to carry things through and maintain your equanimity, even through the most demanding tasks. This is an important truth that rolls through your eternal life, lifting you up, often without your awareness. But if things seem to get overwhelming at times, you may have to stop and take a break. And remember, my card was get some rest, which I'm going to do after this. But also, this could make sense for the other half of my soul. Because actually, if you think about it, if I never stop and I keep doing that, like I always say that, but I think it's so funny. Like I wonder what he actually feels when I'm doing this, but his energy is right beside me. Your determination is a powerful force, so there's no doubt that you can succeed at undertakings ahead. It's easy to get lost in the have tos and work in life. If this card, well, it's not near overworked, but I can take that. You must consciously bring back balance in everyday experiences. Oh, I think that of him. Keep your eyes on the goal and focus on your energy and personal power in your direction. Be careful, however, not to become desperate in the process, which is actually what I've been saying here. Don't be desperate, you know what I mean? An attitude of peace and trust accelerates your power even more. So yeah, that's what I said. Be the calm amongst the chaos. I have the power and determination to achieve what I want. I call on the strength of my spirit to move me forward with balance and happiness through all my tasks in life. Right. I'm going to get off of here soon, but I think I'm going to pull one of. I'm going to pull one of these ginormous cards, which I told you, I showed you this, showed you at the start. They're fucking. Oh no, the tower's going to fall for someone because this tower of cards. Oh, oh no! I need to tidy up. Somebody needs to tidy up a mess before. Yeah, somebody needs to tidy up something. Fuck's sake, because it's like everything's falling. Look, the only card I can see is the guy from the garage. That's hilarious. The chivalrous man, look. The guy that was the one that was missing that's been missing for months. And somehow it reappeared. I think it was when my pal was helping me tidy up and I didn't notice. So that is definitely symbolic of a divine masculine returning. Like, where did you come from? Because that is the counterpart to that would have been funny if she just flipped out, but it says life purpose. That's the counterpart to the buffalo calf woman. So, right. Well, let's do a bit of that actually, because so it might stay for a wee bit. So let's just for fuck, this is just see how frustrated I'm getting. This is how somebody feels out there. So look how massive these cards are. It's just ridiculous. It's hilarious. Yeah, I'll do a bit of masculine, feminine checking because I didn't. I said what I felt at the start, but then I didn't really do any of that. But I'll just put them there because right, right. So sorry, my nose is really itchy. The loved ones are wanting to come in. So I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. I'm starting with the feminine, but like this is the masculine. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. So that's somebody going through a spiritual awakening. And there's still hope for us if you can take me back. Can you forgive and forget? So I don't know, there's something about the wording in that could be really pretty triggering, so I wouldn't use those words, but oh shit, I need to clean. Yeah, I mean I really need to tidy this up. Right, so um tell us where a collective of feminines are at. So might not be where you're at, people out there, but let's just see. Give us somebody that needs it. Where's the feminines at right now? Or just, you know the drill right now, but it could be in the future. It could have been where you were in the past. Soulmate. Now, the thing about this is, yes, I was just asking that there's not a twin flame card in this, so I do take that to mean that this is the feminines are holding space for their twin flame. What's fucking new? And yeah, holding space for twin flames that are maturity. But also you as a feminine are a mature soul. So just remember that it's quite often the case that depends which way you look at it. Some twin flames I feel you're both very old souls. But other twin flames, it could be that like you're with somebody that like you're an old soul and they're not as old as you kind of thing. So it's like but you can, you learn from each other. There's something like that. So what have we got for where the masculines at to go with the feminines that are holding space for them maturing? They're being called to their life purpose. See how that works? And that was the one that leapt out the deck. So that fits with the masculines part, the card coming out about the talent guides, and I can't remember now. It was hours ago, but, but you'll see if you watch the start. If you don't remember, it was something about. Oh no, I do remember. It was seer. It was prophets and seers and talent guides, and I said something about masculines awakening to their past lives, which actually fits with some of the chat here. And yeah, just write stuff down. Um, and then look, they're they're. I'm just thinking for a minute. That who is? Oh no, it's not. I was getting a bit carried away. Wait a minute, actually. Maybe that is. Oh no, I think. Oh no, shit! I don't know where the book is. I'm saying White Buffalo Calf Woman is the chivalrous man's twin flame, but actually it might be the luminous woman, luminosity. Even if it's not, it's a divine feminine energy. So that, and this is about shining bright. So I feel, yeah, the masculine counterparts are being called to follow their life purpose and shine their light. Look, and yeah, follow their creativity. Look, creativity is just coming out so much today. And resolve the conflict. Look, we've got resolving conflict, and look, it's a man that's sad in a corner, and the woman is sending him healing. Look, and it's got empathy, compassion, understanding, and love. That's like the people that are in a dark night of the soul. Right, so now I'm going to use these cards. Now, what's quite interesting is they're not all there, and there's a card in this. Oh, look, even that step by step, I'm becoming the person you deserve. But there's a card in this deck that says I'm going through a spiritual awakening, but they're not all there. I see you in my dreams. I'm just going to check if it's there. It's not going to be, is it? It's got other ones that are kind of similar. It's not there, but let's just see. What do the masculine collective want to say to the feminines, the ones that most need to get things off their chest? I'm scared of this intense love. Well, that's about right for fucking everyone, isn't it? um, and I'm loving you from afar. Well, we'll take it. That's kind of lovely, isn't it? It's not the best of ones, but it's like your twin flames are scared of this love, but they're loving you from afar. And I still want you, even if I don't show it. Um, hashtag all the feels. Right, where's the feminine message? Christ. Where are they? Oh, there they are. So remember what they said, someone, because let's see if these. An act of true love follows a frozen heart is on the bottom. Come out quite a lot. I don't even mind. Oh my god, this always happens. Look what I said. Look what I said not long ago. I don't even mind that some think I'm crazy for believing you'll remember us. They'll see in time. It's exactly what I channel. Um, you got to have a thick skin, haven't you? Oh dear. But it just makes me laugh again, and I'm being general about this, but it makes I've said this before, but it makes me laugh because I remember it was like I know there was somebody that I know that had literally said something not very nice about me again through total jealousy. And again, it wasn't one of my friends. It was just somebody that kind of knows me. But anyway, long story short, they'd said something that wasn't something wasn't very nice, right? And then it was kind of quite funny because it was like then at another separate point, I had my hood up one day and I was getting a coffee, and the same person was talking about all the things that I do like like to her friend, but she didn't know that I was standing there because I had my hood up. And so that was just absolute confirmation of like people will talk shit about you and gossip and not be very. And again, can I just say as well, the person that was horrible at me, like that's somebody that would be nice as fuck to me if they bumped into me somewhere and all sick up my arse, but just was nasty for no reason. So it's not even anything that's got this person ain't got a personal reason. And that's what I mean when people that's bullies. Do you know what I mean? But but I just laugh because it's like that was the confirmation that if people are going to sort of talk about what you do and how you do it, like it's a bad thing, but then in the same breath be talking about going to see, people that do the same at you or talking about things that you help you with, then there's, you know what I mean? It's jealousy. People will make fun of what they can't do themselves. Because it's kind of like, I get guided things all the time where people are teaching you how to, I mean, I do that too, but, teaching you how to develop your psychic skills and your clairs or teaching you how to meditate for hours to access a certain state. People are jealous of me because I don't even fucking need to do any of that. I just do it. You know what I mean? But it's like you can either be jealous and envious of that, or you can learn from people that find it easier, that are willing to help you with it. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. It's sad that there's but anyway, we'll not dwell on fucking energies like that because that's just one of many, isn't it? But it's just funny that happened because it doesn't. Again, to be fair, I mean, it's going to fucking happen now that I'm saying it, but like it's so crazy how anybody that's ever been nasty like that to me in my physical life or people that I love, they're not in the same dimension. I just don't see these people. But I'm laughing because it's probably going to happen now I'm talking about it. But it's interesting, isn't it? Look, I trust you. The feminine's saying I trust you. And the happiest times of my life are my memories with you. And oh, that's a nice one to end on. Whenever your fear tells you I wouldn't want to hear from you, it's just that. I always do. And working with divine masculine, female and males for as long as what I have, I can tell you, you can't hear that enough. Like the doubt and the worry that a lot of you have, or hopefully had, because I'd like to think people that I've worked with in the past, you don't have as much of that. Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I sit here and do this all the time. So, and the reasons why, so, although I don't know why I said all that shit earlier, there'll be a reason. Right, so let's just see, let's pull some more from this deck as well. We're meant to be together, and I will wait for as long as it takes for a shot with you. I had to say it that way. Um, I'm ready for commitment. That's quite interesting because the commitment card, I saw it in that other deck, but it didn't come out. I really do care, even though I don't show it. Oh, that's two cards saying the same thing. I'm sure I just saw that. Later, it just came out again. I'm ready for commitment. So we don't know who that's for. Take it with a pinch of salt. But for some people, like, and it's come out again, I really do care, even though I don't show it. Some people that maybe have shown the opposite of caring, they really do care and they might be about to show it. I'm afraid I walked away, but I intend to come back. My concern is, will you be there when I do? I was running from myself. Um, I don't know why I want to laugh at that one, but I do. I was going to make a joke about like, well, they could have fucking moved house about 5 different times and moved countries. It depends how long somebody's been running. I'm owning up. While we've been apart, I've been learning who I am and I really have changed. And I want you to know that you can count on me to do the right thing. And I just saw I'm still healing too. So it's just a wee mixture of the different places that people might be at. Right. And I'm going to let's pull one of these because it's just hilarious how massive they are. And then I'll pull one each for Divine Feminine Masculine and I'll pull a golden whatever it is card. And I'm going to go and get my bath and get more stuff to eat because I've been living on salads all week, and not that the fucking scales would fucking reflect that back if you don't mind. I mean, I don't think you start to see the results from that. For you got to be patient. That's what fucking is boring about this shit. It's like, look, listen, if I've been fucking eating salads all week, right, and I'm walking, I want to be seeing that going down, and it's like, why is it going up? Yes, I know something about the water, but I don't know, whatever. This is boring, The fact that you need to do it every day, it's like could that just happen now, please? Right, so what have we got for the feminine? Oh, ooh, look, discernment and being able to see in the dark. Owl magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Well, that's true for a lot of divine feminines, isn't it? Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Oh, powerful. But again, absolutely, look, it's the size of my fucking face. Look how big that is. It's just funny because I've got the wee teeny weeny cards. Right, so what have we got for the masculine? Oh, I pulled this card for myself earlier. So there's got to be something in that if that's interesting. Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. I don't know about you, but every time I pull a card for myself, I pull the ones that are about stop being so serious. Because although I bring a lot of joy and laughter, because people tell me that and be like, it's kind of like with Saturn in the first house, I can be quite serious as well. So I do need to hear that. Um, Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. And look at what this live stream is full of drama. I might just fucking call it drama full stop. But it's like it's the truth. And it is just I said it in a video earlier today. If people weren't being like that out there, then this stuff wouldn't come out. But it is people's shadows, people's unhealed, ugly shadows are coming to the surface. Do you know what I mean? It looks like you're losing weight in your face and neck. Okay. Well, thank you, Tina. I think that's an optical illusion. But no, do you know what's quite annoying about me, right? Is that because I can just be honest about it's it's quite funny. It's like it's not going that much. Although it has went in my face too, but it's like it's going to my ass. It's going to my ass and my legs. But it's yeah, but thank you for saying that. It will be reflecting that soon. But actually I think I started saying that in the live the last time and then I've noticed I started talking about something else. But what I noticed was I seen a memory from a few years ago or an old video, and actually although I'm a lot slimmer, I didn't actually like it. It was really weird. So I don't know if it's because I think it must be an energy thing. It must be because it's like, right, although I want to get back to the weight I want to be at, um, I'm not, like I'm looking at the camera, I'm telling the truth when I'm in unconditional love with myself and I have been for a long time. And it's like you can still be, wanting to, right, I kind of want to be a bit healthier than what I am now, but I love and accept myself anyway. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, that's very Louise Hay. But I love and accept myself anyway. Do you know what I mean? Um, that's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting. I think when I'm just sort of sharing that for some people too, because there are a lot of I've just noticed a lot of other people feeling the same when I've spoke to them. You know what I mean? So. But anyway, what I'm basically saying is I don't know, I didn't like the look of me. I didn't, my face looked too skinny. Whereas although my face is fuller now, it kind of looks a bit more healthier. So I'm kind of like, oh, if I do lose weight, it'll be weird. I don't know, but it doesn't seem to go. Weird it just goes to certain places. Right. So, all right, I've already pulled these, right? That's fine. But I'm tempted to look. Ego mastery. You're on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You're guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Oh my God, I'm glad I looked. That is definitely for what I was saying about some of your awakening to big past life memories and for good reason. So pay attention to things that are stirring within you. You never know. You might just have that next invention that changes the world. I truly do believe it. So let's get one of these, and then I'm going to go and get all this war paint off and get in my bath and watch celebs go dating and get a laugh because that's what my Sagittarius moon likes to do to chill. Um, and I think I need some carbs to be honest because I've not had any. I don't know. Have I had carbs? No, all I've had today is, and by the way, I do not eat breakfast like this. I love like hot breakfast, like breakfast food to me is like my favorite food. Like I love having like a fry up or a bacon roll or, at least like something like toast and then like salmon or something or, um, but usually like a bacon roll or something. Um, but which is fine, if you do the exercise with it. But it's kind of which that's why. Well, I ate crepe because I was still eating that and I wasn't doing enough exercise. So anyway, I solved the mystery. But what am I trying to say here? But yeah, this morning I think I just ran out of all the stuff that yeah, like I've got loads of other food, but I'd ran out of that, so I was like, oh fuck. So I think that they've done that to on purpose. So I had like Greek yogurt with like nuts and fruit and like I felt like an Instagrammer. I'm not gonna lie, I took a picture. I can post it for you if you want. But it was really filling though, because it actually done me like all day until I ate my tea. Mind you, I did get up late though. No, it wasn't that late. Like and then I had like salad and salmon and but do you know what I mean? I need some bread. Like I need some bread. Right, so what have we got? Wow the crowds. Very interesting, dramatic live stream tonight. So sorry about that, but it's what needed to come out. And then I'll get those videos public. Oh, they did wow the crowds. It's a rainbow portal. Rainbow portal. Paladin of portals. Love that. Oh my god, I think that needs to be I think that's the Ten of Pentacles in the back too. Oh, that's important. Ten of Earth Guardians, right? That'll be the Ten of Pentacles, and that's about money. That's about having the ultimate money. The Muse is hiding behind that too. Pickled by the free spirit. That's about the feminines leading the masculine to true abundance. Because remember, abundance is more than just money, but what they keep pointing out at is if that is your feminine energy, the feminine creates, the masculine protects and takes the action. You create it together. So yeah, 47. Let's see. So that's significant because I carry the rainbow diamond code frequencies and I see rainbows all the fucking time. So I'd normally describe it better than that, but most people that tune in, you hear me say it all the time, so I get bored of myself saying the same shit. But it's because some of you can connect with what I'm saying as well. It is time to bring your dreams into reality. Delight in a process. Stay in your heart and let this be a romantic adventure. Oh my god, it's a romantic one, guys. You have set your dreams in motion. Wait a minute. Let's get the thumbnail because I think that might be. Come on, man. It's taking all day. That might be channeling how somebody feels. I look fed up. Why is the smile not coming? Oh no, I look fucking shattered. I'm not using. Oh no, I did that. There we go. See what I mean? You wouldn't. I do look a bit tired. That's fine. Right. So I used to get slagged off for that high school, by the way, when it was like the school pictures. Like I remember one of my guy pals at the time was like, Claire, why every time when you're getting the photo in your head's like this? It's like I just naturally am like in the so it was like fifth and sixth year, and I was like, you know what I mean? Everybody's going straight, and I'm like doing the smile. It's quite funny. Anyway. I still do it now. It's just I always think of that. Like people used to be like, Cornwall, what the fuck you do with your head? I'm like, I don't know. It's like strike a pose. Leo midheaven. If you know, you know. People that have got a Leo midheaven, we know how to work it. Right. Um, so you have set your dreams in motion, and now it is time to take the rainbow path of actualization. This is talking about spiritual awakening. Though who says it needs to be boring? The full spectrum of this poetic rainbow bridge takes you all the way to your wildest dreams. I'm going to read it like this the whole way. You're following your passions, you're in the moment, enjoying the ride with the momentum of your imagination and creative expression leading the way. You have taken your daydreams like the wispy, swirly clouds in the sky and are grounding them down onto the land to make them real. And guess what, Virgo? Are you liking that, Charlotte? Guess what Virgo season is? Reality. It is grounding it in reality, and that's also what that Ten of Pentacles is. It's time to take these dreams and make them real. Is that not a song? Now take these dreams and make them real, son. All we need is and you don't belong to me, and I don't belong to you. Freedom. Am I channeling karmic breakups or something? I don't know. I fuck no, unless it's the divine masculines are like, fuck off, I'm having fun, I'm partying in the lower world. I want to fucking stay here and fuck you, twin flame. And then they wake up, they're like, oh my god, I didn't mean that. Can I talk to you at least? Can you like hear me? Sorry, that's not funny. I take it back, but I can't. I just said it. But I must be channeling the energy. Oh my god, this is the card about. No wonder. Did you? I'm gobsmacked. You know how I said, wow the crowds? They are wowing the crowds because this is why I said that about this is totally the frequency that I carry. And again, some of you could resonate with this too, because I'm a rainbow warrior and I'm here to gather yous, right, in this very important time on the planet where we need shamanic way of life and the rainbow warriors and the Hopi prophecy, blah 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 blah, all this kind of stuff. But it's talking about balancing your masculine and feminine. So let's actually get to it. But I'll carry on that voice because it was quite funny. There is no hurry or stress. There's compassion and kindness for those involved. You have a balance of masculine and feminine. You are getting something done on the yang linear path, yet with the yin delight of taking the scenic route. And can I just say, I actually pulled yang on the twin flame. I have to stop talking that, but I pulled yang on the twin flame therapy earlier with message in a bottle. And it was after I said, there's messages coming for somebody very quickly and I pulled message in a bottle right after I said it, and that's on the thumbnail, so that's pretty cool. Yang is on the thumbnail. Um, this card implies imagination, idealism, and the charm of romanticizing life. It's about wearing your heart on your sleeve and being in love and with love itself. Lead with your heart and be creative about it. It is all about how you feel in the situation rather than logistical shoulds. This is basically a masculine energy coming out of I need to do it this way. It needs to be like this. I'm going to say this, and then they're going to say that, and this is it. It's kind of just thinking, fuck it, I'm going to do it. that's that's what it's about. This card could signify a kind of fantasy romance. It's sweet. And can I just say, whenever I might have ever felt inclined, or if I, whether I've done it in the past or should I ever be inclined to do it, I think that I would be the type of person I'd just like, I'm just going to fucking say how I feel and fucking get out there and just whatever. Even if you know you're not going to get the response you want, even if you know you're going to get fucking ignored, just do it. It's liberating. I've heard, so I've heard. So just saying. Because again, I'm doing it all the time on here, haven't I? But I mean, there's other ways that you can do it too. So this card could signify a kind of fantasy romance that sweeps you off your feet. It's also about making the dreams and wishes you might have only thought could exist in fantasy stories come true. And I've already said that at some point on this when I said about Wicker Park, when they're touching each other's like, are you real? You know, their face. But actually, the whole reason why I mentioned Wicker Park is because there's a crazy, oh God, I really hope this isn't, again, it's going to be relevant for someone, but the girl's crazy flatmate, the girl's crazy friend was actually keeping them apart because she fancied the guy. And then the horrible thing is she actually sleeps with him in the film. Like, it's actually fucking sickening, by the way. So that could actually be like somebody, whatever genders, like I'm just saying, that's what happens in the film. Watch it. It's really creepy. It's cruel, and then the person does feel guilty about it. But it's fucking. It's just. It's a weird film. But I just again, I don't like watching it loads or anything. It's just. Um. It just comes through when it's picking up on certain people that have. Because that is like there's no other word for that is crazy. If you want somebody, but you know that they actually want somebody else. Like the woman tricks him in the film. Like it's hard to because I'm just trying to think how because he's really vulnerable and he's missing the other one and he's confused. And then I think she must get him drunk or something. I think I don't even know. It's yeah, I think and then yeah, she seduces him and she sleeps with him. But then he runs off because he's not, you know what I mean? It's like he was just lonely. And then and it's fucked up. Hello, Martin. Martin, I'm just bloody going. But I will pull you a card before you go. Do you want a past life card? I've done it on the membership too. But I did say that to Martin. I said because I'm staying a bit later, Martin, you might catch me. So um right, so anyway, I hope that doesn't resonate for anyone, but I know it's going to with the shit that's come out. So this card could signify a kind of fantasy romance that sweeps you off your feet. It is also about making the dreams and wishes you might have only thought could exist in a fantasy stories come true. You feel inspired to create a world where harmony reigns and with compassion for all, where there's an understanding and balance of emotions. With these wonderful elements present, your visions can glide gracefully out of the realm of fairy tales and into accessible present day life. That's magical because that is like having the visions of union and then actually taking the action and like, okay, let's see what actually happens here. Right, I'm going to read the journey that goes with that. And I better stop shouting actually. I'm going to read the journey that goes with that after I pull Martin's card. So, my God, right, this is just ridiculous. Everything's falling. Everything's falling down. Right, so, and I don't know if I said hi, Martin, hi. So, hi, Martin and Danny. Mine, I named my male guinea pig Yin. My God, that's what, just to be different, Tina. He's a he's a male and you called him Yin. That's too funny. Right, so did you know that? Or did because sometimes people like did you know you were being ironic? Because sometimes people get mixed up and they think that, I don't think they realise that yin is female and yang is male, but I'm sure you do know that, but I'm just right, so what have we got for Martin? Past life. Oh look, Martin, somebody else got this earlier, so and Archangel Michael in the back. Strength, courage, and letting go. Right, so servitude. So actually, that's handy. TT, if you've not fallen asleep again, I think this is the one you got. Right, so loss of power or control. This, and bear in mind, this could be for you or it could make sense to Danny. He's white with black on his eye, and I need to bring more yin into me like, oh right, is he new? Oh, that's cute. Um, this card indicates past lives of oppression and genuine lack of control. The experience forced you to submit to the wills of others who took control or even took what they called ownership of you. In the form of servitude, slavery, or indentured labour, you may have been born in the situation or you may have been captured and taken away from your homeland. Clearly, this kind of past life energy can exist. Sorry, now all I've got the vision of is in Toy Story with the claw taken. I'm being taken from my homeland. I am the chosen one. Sorry, I don't even think that's what they say, but now I can't. That's all I'm seeing now. Moving on, moving on. You'd have to have seen what I said earlier to get that. Clearly, this kind of past life energy can exert a huge influence on your present approach to life. Having no power to act or decide for yourself could make you feel like a victim, one who's resigned to another's control in the family, love, or work. The people who try to control you now were likely the ones who enslaved you then. Um, this is a very emotional energy. Old lives of being totally controlled by another may have made you unconsciously willing to be controlled and directed in this life. In fact, you may notice that you've attracted controlling people. You may even have given up your power simply because your subtle memory you expect others to take it away. But if this is, oh, it's not near that, so it starts talking about if it's near other cards. Um, if such feelings come up for you, release your resentment and choose to enjoy those tasks with happiness and present appreciation. It's time to take control of your life and your destiny. Release your old coded assumptions that you're powerless to change things. So it could just be this bit that is relevant, but the past life bit is cool too. As you make new self-empowered choices, get comfortable with taking charge. Your karmic directive is to liberate yourself from old restrictions, live in your soul's power, and be the master of your own fate. I am capable, resourceful, and powerful. I am free to make my own choices and move in any direction I choose. He's one of the babies that the female that I didn't know was pregnant I had. Oh, right. Oh, cute. Right. So I hope that resonated, Martin and Danny, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm actually going to have a headache, and I never get headaches, so I don't know if somebody on here's got a headache, but I actually think we're in Virgo season, and I think I was about to say Scorpio season, I think it might be quite a practical matter of I need to drink more water, because remember I did say, so, right. You know what, Claire, spot on. I've closed the doors and moving up. Life's going great. Well, I'm very glad to hear it. Brilliant. Glad to hear it. Right, so let's read this and then I bid you farewell, everyone. See, I mean, I don't what past life on my channel. Um, and let's hold space for when I don't know about the next video because I'm going to film videos tomorrow, but by Monday's video, maybe when I don't believe myself there. Tuesday's video. By the end of the week. We move on to the emotional body. We move on to the emotional body on Thursday. So I'll give myself till Wednesday to tidy this crazy mess up. And maybe that means that that's going to resonate for some of you in other areas. But I'm going to give myself till Wednesday, but hopefully I get it done before that. And then I can be saying to you guys, I feel so great. My mind feels clearer because I've tidied up all these cards, and I'm like, hey, I'm wanting a card about this. So I'm because the thing is, it is quite cool. I've got two very tall, um, they're like tall. Wait a minute, they're like what do you call them? They're like shelves with like sections, right? And so I've wrote on it just because it's pen that I can wipe off. I've wrote on it like things like I've got mediumship, I've got like astrology, I've got blah blah. And so it means that like whenever I want to do things to do with certain topics, like those cards, well, in theory, at one point, they were sitting there and I could just go and get them. But like that's went to shit, you know what I mean? Because they're all everywhere. So okay, cool. I'm going to do a tidy challenge with you. Yay, tidying challenge. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So, because basically that's what I mean. God, surely are people not getting that that's what this is about? I know it's kind of not like that because I'm kind of doing like readings. It's kind of just falling into more readings, but generally I'm just sort of trusting you to do it yourself. But it is better if we've got prompts as well. So, like I said, I'm going to incorporate something before Thursday about a morning routine. But to be honest, I might save that for the last week. It depends. But I don't know. I'm incorporating that in somewhere because if you can master a morning routine and it doesn't need to be really elaborate, right? And I'll show you how. I'm sure you know anyway, but it's just for, You can make it like quite simple, but anyway, let's read this because I do need to go and drink some water. So, as you look around, oh, so actually, if you I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and breathe in, telling yourself relax, and breathe out, telling yourself release. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say bye now, and I'm going to read this, and this is like a nice way to close the healing circle down. So, because that's what it is every time I'm on here. So I started working on my morning routine since you said the other day, and it's really helping. Oh, that's brilliant, Tina. You're on it. So by the time whenever I do that, then it's just motivation to keep going. But right, so closing your eyes, breathing in, telling yourself relax, and then telling yourself release. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, release. And of course, some of you will have actually nodded off anyway because I've been talking that long, and that's okay too. As you look around, wait a minute, I'll just quickly, a tornado of sage is above the top of your head. It goes from the top of your head, going all the way down over your chakras, over your body, all the way down over your knees, which are about worthiness, and you're worthy and you're loved and you're right where you're meant to be, learning what you're meant to be learning. And then the energy goes down over your feet and out and just release all that heaviness down with the roots of the tree, down to the bottom of earth, the bottom of Mother Earth, to take all that pain away, Pachamama. And also Virgo season is Mother Earth too. It's like a grounded earth sign. And cut the cords with Archangel Michael, letting go of I'm guided to say something different than what I usually say. Letting go of the problems and the stress and the worry that is related to overthinking Virgo energy. Definitely when we get into the new moon in Virgo next week. Letting go of the doubt, fear, and worry of the old earth. Keeping the lessons, letting go of the pain. Connect the new cords to the new earth of peace, calm, abundance, balance of your inner masculine and feminine, which is absolutely so connected to the card that I have pulled, which just fascinates me that I've been channeling that for years now. I think it has to be something like 9 years. It's definitely 8 years. I think it's 9 years old. And I only got these cards like last week. So it just sort of shows you how that's somebody else that's like, tuned into, the same sort of frequency. So yeah, so pull up what you feel you need from the new earth. So I don't know about you, but for me that's going to be winding down after doing this because Leo energy is very high energy, if you haven't noticed. And yeah, winding down and then getting to sleep. And because I don't know about you, but I can also be awake till like 5 and 4 in the morning and shit like that. And that's why I'm then going to sleep till lunchtime. But if it happens that way, it happens that way. But I'm just going to read this before I do the rest. I've got a big effing spider in the corner of my room and I can't get it and I'm not going to sleep until it's gone, but I don't want to kill it, man. Danny going to get that, sweetheart. That's funny. Martin, in shamanism, we say, hello, grandmother spider, hello, grandfather spider. Yeah, it's meant to be your ancestors. So wave to your ancestors. That's quite funny. Or it's also about like communication. So they could be inspiring you to write something. So anyway, right. So pull up from the new earth what you want. Set your intention. So if you need to take action towards something, set an intention. If you want, just like I said, I'm not asking for much. I'm asking to have a good night's sleep and we'll make some miracles come my way. Oh, actually, that was the shorts for today. Expect a miracle. So expect a miracle out there. I don't know what it is for tomorrow. I've not published it yet. I'll do that when I get off here. Because I get a surprise when I watch it because I don't watch it until after I filmed it and I filmed it ages ago. So as you look around, soft purple and pink clouds are parting, and a magnificent rainbow reveals itself. Its rich colours are vibrant against the sky. Its awe-inspiring beauty calls you to it, and with a sense of wonder and fun, you make your way up to the rainbow. You've spent some time in the daydreamy sky realms, and now it is time to ground those realities and get from A to B. In your poetic, heartfelt state, you manifested an elaborate and beautiful way to land back on Earth gracefully. Which, notice, that is what I'm doing for us right now too. I'm grounding all the healing, and because it was very high energy, like I said, very Wheel Moon dramatic. So we're grounding that energy back in. And like I said, sending you off to have a peaceful sleep whenever it is your bedtime. Um, you find yourself on the colourful bridge and realise it's a rainbow slide. Oh my god, it sounds like something to Google or something. With passionate joy in your heart, you start the ride down. You take in the beautiful sunset and landscape as you move through the sky. Birds fly alongside you, and you watch the creative cloud formations. You see the nature below. You get closer and closer. As your feet land softly on the earth, you find yourself in a new place. I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And when I get to 2, you're going to think about opening your eyes. And when I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. I said that funny. And yeah, then you can go and do whatever the fuck you want, guys. You know what I mean? Go to sleep, don't go to sleep, go and do whatever. It's the weekend, you know, it's Friday. It's actually Saturday, if we're being exact about it where I live. But before you do that, I just want you to feel into where you are because you've planted yourself somewhere new. So I want you to visualize the exciting feelings of wherever that new place is for you. Just feel the elation of how happy you are to be in wherever you want to be. Moving forward for wherever you were stuck. So it can be about anything. But elated makes me feel that's about unions, but it can be about anything. And now just take that feeling into your heart and take some kind of action as soon as possible towards one step towards where you want to be from where you are. Doesn't need to be a big thing, but just do one thing rather than scattering your energy. That's what I'm hearing, to ground it in reality, because that's what Virgo's about. And I'm good at helping people manifest because I have got my Aries sun, which is about taking action, masculine energy, in the house of Virgo, which is about take that inspiration, that fire energy, and ground it in the physical, make it a reality. And that's, I do get shit done. I'm not gonna lie, I can take a very, very fucking long time to get where I want to go. But I will get there and I will get it done. Like, I will tidy this room, but you know, it's about other things too. But anyway, with that being said, we're going to count back now. So just take that lovely feeling from wherever you were feeling into with the new place that you're going to go, because you are going to do it. And I'm going to count from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Thinking about opening your eyes. 1, opening your eyes. Wide awake, wide awake. Good night. See you on the next one. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Loving the matchiness. So that's very Virgo. That's very Virgo. Geeking out on the match.